Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online, QS Winter Wonderland 2022, Day 29, January 3, 2023.
Fuck me up the ass. Welcome everyone to GameClient.exe is not responding. If you close the program, you might lose information. Close program, wait for a respond. It's Star Trek Online loading. If Cryptic isn't taking up the full screen, it gets pissed. Well, here we go. Wait, not legally. Who needs this shit? It's like the last day too. Well, look, let's see about Michael. Michael Myers. Nothing upsets me more than a trash can that gets filled up too fast. With nothing.
The magnificent.
Conduct 4 minutes, that gives me time. Okay. Okay, so 41 or 41. So Michael has 41. 41. Strange animal. Fucking don't. Okay. 33. Down to 25. Okay, so we'll do it with Letitia. 13 equals cones. Okay. And it's got shit in it. Fucking get in. Okay, got him. Good deal. Good deal, pickle. Good deal, pickle. Endeavors were deal kinetic damage space. shield healing ground is the one current. And deal plasma damage space. I see the bad moon or something. I see trouble on the way. I see the boo poo to poo. One day and 16 hours left. Okay. So maybe one more day then. Go for 25. So in 24 hours, it'll be 16 hours left. So I'll be able to do this again tomorrow. Okie dokie dokie dokie. A month. One month. And do we still not have any kind of event scheduled for ourselves? We do not. God, I wish the ARC site we didn't have that shit there. How do you know what's new on the damn ARC news site? It's got like shit all over the place with no dates on it. Very unprofessional bullshit. Free upgrade bundle. December 26, 2022 free upgrade bundle was that. Okay. 23, 21, 27 save on bundle mud store. December 31st save 25 everything. Nothing about it. They don't keep up with shit.
We need to activate our village defender. We need to build a snow conian, collect ice and syrup, and deliver it to the town center.
I don't know how that ever happened. Damn it. Minecraft guy is in the chat, pissing people off, looks like. I never see that guy play. I just see him in the game. I don't know why people bother scraping the damn ice off of there.
That should be enough ice for the Snowconian.
I hate getting stuck in that shit.
That should be enough syrup for the Snowconian. The Snow Overlord is attacking.
Unfair. I came here first. Shit.
Whoa, did you see that? Oh no! The Snow Overlord has frozen one of our buildings.
Bullshit.
By my buttons, we've lost another building. Please stop the Snow Overlord before he freezes another building. You did it! You helped to defeat the Snow Overlord. thank you for your help. The villagers would like you to have this reward for saving our home.
Nice to meet you, lad. They call me Fuck Ass.
How you doing, fuck ass? I'm Romeo.
Hey, Riz. How you doing? Oh my god, everything is 30. Ew. God, all of these are the 30.
Romeo India Zulu says, I'm good. Lil tired, lil sore. Nothing extreme.
Ooh.
Just did the kitchen. How's you?
I slept my day away. And I'm still sleepy. Groggy, tired. You've done more than I've done today. Well, last night before I went to bed, I checked Facebook. I just had a feeling to check it. And saw a message on there from the assistant manager saying, hey, the managers had to go home today, which was yesterday during the day, not this morning, but actual yesterday or whatever. And they had someone else working or whatever their shift, and they said if they can't come in tomorrow, could you work or whatever, you know. I'm like, yeah. So the day off that I had actually planned to, yeah, you know, do whatever it was I was gonna do or whatever, I couldn't, because I was worried that I'd actually get called into work. So I set my alarm clock for whatever time the person I would be working their shift, because if the manager hadn't come in, then another key holder was going to work their shift, and that key holder was supposed to have worked in the evening, so I would have taken that person's spot. So I set my alarm clock for that particular shift. But the only problem is, since I was all jazzed about not going to work, I didn't sleep much because I was worried, or I got anxiety about going to work and, you know, whatever. And so I didn't do much sleeping. About like 5 o'clock in the morning here, I got back on Star Trek again, and did some Dyson runs to build everybody's dilithium a little bit more up. Started to get Gary the Honored Guard set or whatever, so he can unlock the cape or whatever for himself. And so then about 7 o'clock in the fucking morning, I laid down in bed, and a few hours later I woke up to check Facebook to see if there was anything saying, okay, yes, come in. So there wasn't anything. So I was like, okay. So then I woke up again at like 12 o'clock. It's like, you know, checking. And finally I got a message saying, you don't have to worry about coming in. The manager was going to come in and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, okay, good deal. I unset my alarm clock, which was about to go off anyway. And so I laid down, closed my eyes, and woke up at 6 p.m. today. So my whole day was shot to hell, because I was worried about going to work on my day off and constantly checking Facebook for messages. So yeah, that's how my day's going.
Just Call McCower says, cool.
Because I had planned on getting back on WoW and like leveling the dude up to like 20 at least or something, you know. But yeah, as I woke up, I turned on the TV, turned on Pluto TV to see what episode of DS9 was on. My mom opens the door and she says, "Are you awake or are you dead?" I was like, "Okay." I said, "I'm awake." She goes, "Did you just wake up?" I said, "Yeah." "Well, you sleeping all day?" And it gives me the whole thing about, sleeping or whatever. "Well, I don't hear anything in here from you. I didn't know if you were here."
The Snow Overlord is leaving. Sadly, he put most of our village on ice.
So, yeah, my whole day was shot to hell. It's one of the things whenever they say, like, if it's a for sure coming in, I could probably actually get some sleep. But if it's a like a we don't know thing, so I have to constantly be checking something to see if I'm going to be coming in or not. And that always throws off my sleep cycle.
Romeo India Zulu says, speaking of DS9, today is the 30th anniversary of the debut episode. I tried watching SG1 on Pluto, as it's been removed from Amazon. It froze, so all I got to see was the intro.
Oh, dude. Why did it freeze up on you? Yeah, they had episode 1 of DS9 and when I woke up.
Items for a bargain.
Which is weird because they had the last episode on again last night as I was going to sleep. And then the episode after that was the first episode, or no, the second episode of the last season came on after the last episode of the last season. And then they repeat the whole thing, just that whole season. And now it's back to the first episode. I don't know how or what kind of scheduling they have for that damn programming, but it's so confusing. I mean, I would love like for it to go from like first episode to last episode, but no, it's gotta go back and forth, ping ponging and shit. It's like its own shuffle or something. So annoying. Well, so for Stargate though, you have seen the movie, right? Like the original Kurt Russell and movie from back in the day. You probably told me this already, but you know how I forget things. I'm very forgetful. Forget. Fast and the Furious.
Romeo India Zulu says, they probably set it up to coincide with today. But yeah, that's why I like HNI channel. It's consistent. But I get you don't have it. Yes, I've seen the OG movie.
Oh gee, yeah, you know me. So, but you've never watched SG1. The first 2 episodes of SG1 like kind of come back from the movie. Like they're more related to the original movie. Yeah, I wish we had actual channels that worked around here.
Is a genius.
I mean,
So
even
handsome.
on Pluto TV, I keep saying I should get them to sponsor me. No, I'm kidding. I'm never gonna do that
Q
shit.
loves all the little
Okay, let's get away
creatures,
from you. So you stop
even
talking.
you.
All right. They have it
Romeo
like
India Zulu says, I have seen SG1 a few times. Got through season 2 of Atlantis but stopped. I just went and tried to watch a random episode.
and it was like no. Aaron. Look, there's Aaron. Not Aaron, but Aaron. Well, Pluto TV has this weird way that they do commercials. Like, back when DS9 and TNG and all that, and just normal episodes of shows
Just
were
Call
on.
McCower says, cool.
You know how it would, like, play the beginning of the episode, then it would play, like, the intro to that episode, and then it would go to commercial break. Then come back and it would do, like, act, like, 1 or whatever, and then finish off to go to a commercial. Then it, play
Romeo
again.
India Zulu says, it's a third-party app through Comcast like Netflix or Amazon. But it quiet froze. I could have tried to get it working or go to another TV, but I didn't bother.
Yeah. But Pluto does this weird thing where like they'll play the beginning like first piece or whatever, and when it's supposed to actually play the intro, they play a commercial. Then when it comes back, they play the intro, and then it fades to black, and it stays black for like 2 seconds or whatever. And then it shows like the episode, and then halfway through a scene, it'll go to a commercial break or whatever. Then it sometimes will come back. It's so screwed up. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's really distracting. And they keep showing the same damn ads over and over. It's so annoying.
Romeo India Zulu says, yet I saw the opening scene, commercial, Frozen theme song.
It sucks. Did you try watching it through your Xbox? Or was it actual like a smart TV?
Romeo India Zulu says, Nat. Through cable box.
Oh, okay. I love to binge watch SG1. And it's set up a lot of times, you know, the episodes, you can watch them out of order and it's okay. I watched Quantum Leap, Core. Yay. Deborah Ann Wool, huh? You want to replace, what's her face on there? Addison, something. Who's someone who was supposed to be Sam Beckett?
Just Call McCower says, sure.
So now that they have Al's daughter, you think she's actually going to help him? I mean, if their goal is really the same, to get Ben back and pretty much let Ben do the leaping, you know? Or are they responsible for the evil leap in the future? I swear I never see that Minecraft guy ever playing. Always talking. Teddy. Have they said how many episodes are going to be of Quantum Leap? Since that was like, what, the 9th episode of this season 1? One of those short seasons. It's only 10
Romeo
episodes.
India Zulu says, all of them.
All of them. Ha ha ha. Oh, I added something.
Oh my God! You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be kidding me! No, don't do that!
18 for season 1.
The king size superplex.
18 for season 1. So we're halfway through the season then.
Romeo India Zulu says, gotta find a Stone Cold what montage.
What? For real, yo. I've been watching a lot of wrestling clips. Because I was trying to get some more brother stuff from Hulk Hogan, and instead I found one of him before he actually started saying brother all the time. He said, man. Listen, man. Man. It's when Hulk Hogan looked like Chucky. Hi, I'm Hulkster. Wanna play, brother? Then I tried to find some like a Macho Man Randy Savage interview he did on WCW years ago that I remembered being funny to me. It was like, maybe my elevator will go all the way up either. Maybe I'm a few scans short of a six-pack.
Romeo India Zulu says, I was on YouTube watching some shorts. Saw Austin AMD Stephanie in the ring. Austin called her a transvestite and was nervous of her balls showing LOL.
Stone cold. Old Bone still coughing. That was a pretty good thing they did with his character. In a lot of the wrestling videos I watched, I didn't recognize it. Hardly any of them. But I look back at like the athleticism episodes or well videos of like Mr. Perfect's wrestling style, Bret Hart's wrestling style, Shawn Michaels' eye, which the time Vader got his eye popped out, that kind of thing.
Just Call Makower says, Eppas get your motherfucking annoying Eppas.
Epos, get your fucking annoying Epos. Epos. Damn it.
Q loves all the little creatures, even you.
Epos.
Romeo India Zulu says, another day and a half.
Yeah, another day and a half. So I'm guessing like tomorrow, which in 24 hours would have like 16 hours left-ish. So that means another day of this, exactly. Because by the time I play it again, it'll be over. And we still don't have anything on PC that's scheduled to come to us or whatever. Mycroft says, I love this game.
Romeo India Zulu says, you gonna wake up before maintenance Thursday to get one last session in?
Probably not. Because if I do the math, right? Okay, what does it say? Like Wednesday or something? Tuesday? Today's Tuesday?
The time to fish has come. Find honor or a good death. Comply.
So in 24 hours, it'll be like this tomorrow. So then play. So when I get done playing, it should say like what, 13 hours, 13 to 12 hours. Go to sleep. Wake up like 8 hours later. Have maybe 4 hours of gameplay of this event. Or if I do, because for some damn reason I can sometimes sleep for 12 hours. Yeah, because I think just tomorrow, Wednesday, probably the last day.
Romeo India Zulu says, the dilithium won't be ready to claim again, but that doesn't mean ornaments stop getting awarded.
Ooh. That's right. You can always like go to the spots like the ESD or Chronos or whatever and queue up some of the duty officer assignments that have those. Very true. I'm yawning. So yawning. Man, I have got to get the want-tos to do shit. I need to change the oil in my car. I need to get brakes for the damn thing. And I keep putting this shit off. I just don't want to go do it. I'm so fucking lazy. I'd go into the parts store or whatever, and I'd get the oil, and I'd say, hey, I have this car or whatever. I need this oil filter or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Get that son of a bitch. Come home and wait till the car is cooled a little bit, but not too much, and drain
Romeo
the fucking
India
oil.
Zulu says, brakes are overrated.
That's right. You can do like the Flintstones, just cut a bottom out of the vehicle there and just use your feet, you know? I don't know, whenever they start grinding in the back, I think that's a bad sign. I know the passenger back, which is the control area for emergency brake or whatever, was whistling.
Romeo India Zulu says, just downshift rapidly and hit the apex.
Well, it's in automatic mode. I've never tried manual mode with that car. I'm too afraid. 'Cause I'm used to a actual stick being able to shift different positions instead of being notched. 'Cause it has what's called a soft shift or whatever. In automatic mode, it does its thing, but then you're supposed to be able to like press down on the shifter knob thing or whatever and pull it to the left side and be able to bump up or down.
Romeo India Zulu says, fuck around and forget you're doing 60 in third gear, lol.
Yeah, exactly. You'd have to keep, and it doesn't have a clutch, so I'd be better off driving my Volkswagen. I need to get that damn thing running. Which means I have to find the tire place that I've had the tires done. You have to make an appointment for them to, do that, because they get busy and they don't like it when you come up there and go, hey, do you have time to do this or whatever? Like, yeah, just hold on like 5 minutes or whatever. So you got to make an appointment for that shit. And they do it in the morning early, and I'm never awake. And by the time I wake up, everybody's closed or for lunch or some shit like that. That's why I'm like, if I get my brakes and I attempt to call the people that can actually do them, they'll say, okay, we'll bring it up in the morning and leave it here, and we'll work on it, then we'll call you when you can come pay and pick it up or whatever. And I'd be like, morning. That's my problem, I guess. I don't like morning. I hate the fact that it's like a standard that everyone has to follow, where you have to sleep at night and you are awake and sun time in the morning, Not sometime, but sun time. I mean, why can't they have like more places that are open, not 24, but like nighttime? For those of us who are vampires. Night dwellers. Like places that are probably open 24 hours a day. I mean, those are awesome. I used to love the fact that one of the Walmart that was close was like a 24 Walmart, because then you could go up there and do whatever.
Romeo India Zulu says, the needs of the few don't mean shit.
That's what Spock meant, yeah. Like what if at nighttime, like 10, 11 o'clock at night, you're like, dude, I want a donut. Oh, the donut place doesn't open until like 4 or 5 something in the morning. What the fuck, You're really screwed on that one. Now no Walmart opens 24 hours a day because of COVID happening, and now they cut shit down or whatever. Even though the Walmart we have around here has never been a 24-hour Walmart. It's classified as a super Walmart that would close at 10 o'clock normally, now it closes at 11. But that's not long enough for me. What if, I always said this, like, what if I wanted to spend $10,000 at Walmart? Well, they're closed, so never mind Walmart. I'll do my business elsewhere. which I don't have that kind of money to spend, but just still, you know, the whole thing of the idea there. Or what if I wanted to get some ice cream from a grocery store? Oh wait, they're closed at night. That's right. Let's go to a convenience store and buy let's spend $5 on a tiny little pint of ice cream. $10 on a candy bar or whatever. You know. I don't know. Or what if you wanted to if you had a doctor's appointment, but you know it's always the morning time and you're not used to being a morning person. Well, then you got to sacrifice your time that you would be awake, which that's why I have my time, which is now, that I do this streaming, that I'm able to actually
Romeo India Zulu
do
says,
things.
or depending on your area, the nearest 7-Eleven is like 30 minutes away.
Yeah. Yeah, it's something like that. I haven't been to 7-Eleven in a damn long. Do they still have little paper airplanes? I always used to love getting a little paper airplane. You know, with a rubber band in it. Put it together and fly it, and it crash and break to half. Freaking, you know, it's flimsy, but still fun to play with. Little wooden airplane, I think it was. I don't know. They had those around the 7-Elevens that I would go to when I was younger. Now they have it's off-brand convenience
Romeo India
stores here.
Zulu says, I dunno. I only go there for caffeine.
Oh man, 'cause I remember when I was a kid, and my parents were split at the time. My dad lived in one of the cities that was there, and every time I'd go there, we'd go to the 7-Eleven, get one of those little slush puppy things or whatever, and a little not paper, but wooden airplane. It came in like a little tiny little bag, you know, and it was fins in the wing and a little rubber band and a propeller in the front that you put on there, and you'd attach the rubber band to a little hook mechanism that was on it and twist it so that it created, you know, tension. When you release it and you let go of it, you threw it at the same time, it would just fly and hit the ground. But
Romeo India Zulu says, oh yeah, I remember those now, lol.
yeah, those things were awesome. But they would break so damn easy, though. But I'd always find one in a 7-Eleven. And around here, they don't have stuff like that. They have a truck stop that's 24 hours a day that has nothing in there of importance. You know, you get gas or something, or truckers get to bathe themselves, eat at the restaurant that's barely open, and play a casino or some shit. And then the little family-owned type convenience stores that don't really have anything in there, except for in the hot box they have a
Romeo
lot of
India
shit.
Zulu says, used to get the plastic folding rubber band guns that you could load about 6 bands out of a 50-cent vending machine.
Yes, those were fun. Dude, that was back, you know, the little, you remember the little bubble, what was it, the little vending machine things that you put 50 cents or a quarter or whatever in? You get the little thing in a bubble, the little pop in half bubble thing. It'd be a little gift thing you win. You either get one of them slap hands or
Romeo India Zulu says,
yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, those things were always fun. And if you did real well, you can actually get maybe a watch that was a piece of shit out of. But yeah, or you trick the one little candy machine that had the little square candies that were the size of M&Ms or whatever, but square. The little bubblegum pieces or whatever. You could twist it a certain way and they would just fall out no matter what. Now that stuff, you know, I don't think I've seen anything like that in a while. Or even one of those claw machines. Sometimes you'd see a random claw machine some places. I used to keep a lot of that stuff. I remember I had gotten some 2 tiny little dice die, and that gave me the idea to create a mini Monopoly board in my Windows 95 computer way back in the day. which I think I still have. It's in a Ziploc bag somewhere. And of all things, too, my it's a Hyundai with a Y, Hyundai laptop. It's a little gray one my uncle had given me. And then, you know, like on a Game Boy that's green, only shades of green or whatever, it was shades of purple. So it had no color screen. But it had Windows
Romeo
Paint.
India Zulu says, it's probably WoW your battleship game.
It could be. I need to find that damn thing. If I wasn't lazy, I'd get up in the attic. But that's like having to fold down the stairs. And if I did it tonight, make so much damn racket up there, then I'd probably like get questioned tomorrow as to why I was up in the attic, because that seems to happen all the damn time. I can come out of my room and go to the bathroom and go, what are you doing? Going to pee?
The Koskari has been baited.
Going to take a shit? Is that okay? I went up in the attic and looked briefly one day, but I didn't like look hard enough. It was cold that day too. I don't even know what the fucking temperature is right now. I want to get the Battleship game out for real though, and record all the audio that it has in there, because I think it's cool. And I want to chance the whole thing at whoever told me that you can't have that audio online or whatever. And I need to plug my keyboard back in. My other one, Comfort Curve keyboard. Since I sort of fixed it. I took it apart and because the A key on it was collapsed because it was just overused because of the WAS that's used for gaming. And I tried patching it before, like underneath it, since it's a Microsoft Comfort keyboard. It's got a piece of like a silicone mat that's under that actually presses the keys down. And well, it was cracked to where when you press it down, it would stay down and not press the key, but it would be hard for you to press the key whenever you tried to. It wouldn't like engage correctly and work every time. I tried to use some silicone to fix the little crack in it. It would work for like about maybe 2 months or so, and I'd keep having to do it over and over and over again, and finally it broke completely. And that's why I'm using my other keyboard, my Logitech. And but I went ahead and took the thing apart, and I looked at my keyboard. I was like, what key do I never use on this damn keyboard? And I thought scroll lock, break, or whatever it is, because nobody uses that key at all for what I know. So I went in there and I cut the little rubber or silicone piece out from under that and transplanted it where the other one was, and used some random gasket creator goop stuff that hardens to a rubber. Let it dry for 24 hours and put the keyboard back together, and I haven't tested it yet. The D key's doing the same damn thing, so I guess I'll have to pick another key. Let's see. Yep, okay, pause break is what I use. So scroll lock is the next one, because no one ever uses that shit. Okay, Lilu. Nice. Look at me rambling again.
Beware,
I need to
naughty
pick
children.
who's
The
going to
Kagiri has come
hold
for
this
you.
year's rewards ornaments. Because Lilu's got last year's
The
on
great
her.
Cranberry will grace us with his presence soon.
See, let me go to here.
Q's friendly customer service.
And bank. So this is all from last year.
Romeo India Zulu says, whoever has the most free spaces.
Right. I kind of like to keep track. I have a problem with keeping track of what I've had before. But this is last year's, though. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 84. So 4 full stacks of Andorian sleigh bells and 84 of a beginning stack. 1, 2, 3, 4 gratitude bees and 22. 1, 2, 3, 4 bowling candles and 272 and 1. So 4, 4, 4, and a little bit after. That was from last year.
Romeo India Zulu says, I'm sure Windows has an app like Word or Excel you can keep a log.
Oh yeah, they have Excel. I hate using Excel though. And I have Microsoft Word from like back in 2000. 'Cause I don't believe in that whole like installing the new. It's called 365,
Effo's adorable.
and it's a subscription thing. So every year you have to resubscribe to it to use Word, and I hate that shit. But they also have OpenOffice, which is free version of that that someone created years ago. So let's see, 2000 of everything from last
Romeo
year.
India Zulu says, as an example, use sticky notes 04 whiteboard.
Oh, they do have a sticky
Something.
note. There's a sticky note thing here. Let's see. Sticky notes app.
Genius.
That doesn't look like a sticky note anymore. That sucks. Whatever. I just opened it up. It used to be like it looked like a little postage you can put on the actual desktop. It's on the screen in the background. But now it's just an actual app. That sucks. So okay, officially from last year, 2000 and almost another stack of everything from last year only. My main character has the one from I think the previous year, because I didn't start doing this for so long, and I actually would add them all to him, so he's got the most of them. And on average, let's see.
Q
Let me sort
is
that.
a genius.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So handsome.
Uh-huh. Okay. And Dorian, sleigh bells. Okay, not even like a stack yet. But I do have a bunch of ornament fragments. Let's turn those into ornaments. Okay, click on that. Pinky
Q
on the
loves
enter key.
all the little creatures, even you.
Pinky on the enter key. Finger on the mouse button, and here we go. Can't be too fast, else when the game will complain. There it goes again. Waiting for previous purchase to finish. Please wait. Okay, so out of that, got 5 more and 5, 3. Okay. Alright. Okay, now we go to Miko. Wait.
I
Did we do
have
this?
winter
Yeah.
items for a bargain.
For a bargain. But yeah. I need to, like, buy more account bank slots one day. I also need to just go ahead and get the 2 campaign things I have and just maybe buy all the Lobby out of it so I can get everybody a stuff or whatever. I need inspiration for like getting rid of shit and doing things in this game.
Romeo India Zulu says, if only they had a week worth of sales.
Yeah. Snowball fight for crew members. Admiralty. Tour of duty. I know, right? A week worth of sales. What is even going on? Nothing's going on for us on here. Don't they have like something going on right now? Muds or something? Or is it Lobby? I don't keep track of all that
Romeo
stuff.
India Zulu says, finished.
Finished. Not event store. Get off of there. Get off of there. Reclaim rewards. Wrong one, damn it. Event. Lobby. So I need to just go ahead and do that. I mean, I've always said that I'm not going to get 2 of these T6 coupons, right? I don't need a reason to have those. Because I don't know what ships to get for consoles and shit. Shit. Just keep using the word shit. And I know that if the promo-y ships or whatever are nice, but they're not account unlocked, and I don't like that. So I'm probably not going to get a promo. So therefore, that leaves Lobby. But I just can't make myself do it, for some reason. Which I would need like for ground for one reason. Carter on O'Neill's team, I want her to have the same weapon he has. So that's like the Discovery in whatever weapon. Somewhere.
Romeo India Zulu says, that leaves only Zen tokens.
Zen tokens? Section 31 phaser. Wait, you can get the Emperor's Sword from here too now? Huh. Hunter Energy Crossbow. There it is. Phaser full automatic. I want to get that for her. For Carter on O'Neill's team. And maybe some of these space gear consoles to beef up their criticals and stuff like that too. Like the ultimate modified swarm processor that does like the critical chance of 2.6. And which one is it? There's another one somewhere. But yeah, I mean that it would benefit me a lot. Zen tokens? Zen token. Und Zen? The hell? Snowball fight in 2 minutes. I just can't seem to make myself do it.
Q is a genius. So
Romeo India
handsome.
Zulu says, yeah, if you don't want promo ship, you don't want Lobby, the only remaining option OS2 T6 Zen tokens.
No, yeah, okay. I don't want the T6 tokens. That's the thing I think I can be out of, and I don't want a promo ship, so that only leaves Lobby. Because I don't know what 2 ships I would get out of this for whatever reason. I mean, if I use the token, that would unlock for all the account, correct? And I don't know like what ships I would even get because I don't really care for a lot of these miscellaneous ships because I only care about like the stuff you see on TV. God, I am so tired of hearing. It's only one thing I hate about like the winter event is continuously hearing the repeating things that these things say.
Romeo India Zulu says, Terran Lexington or Terran Ent D, Cygnus.
So maybe I could use one since I have 2 of the campaign ones. You know, one from the previous year and one from this year. Maybe one for Lobby and then one for the T6 ships because you get 2 of them, right? But I just don't know what ships I would even like. Well, you said Terran Lexington or Terran Enterprise D. Galaxy Bridges. I'd you know like this here for instance. I would not waste Zen on this.
Romeo India Zulu says, or 3000 Lobby. That's enough for a lot of ground gear.
Hells yeah. I need to just do it, don't I? Because me sitting on it's just kind of hurting me, isn't it? Oh, okay. Like, it's hindering my fun, isn't it? In a way. People already got that one going? Yeah, okay. Boom, 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 boom.
Romeo India Zulu says, that's only for you to determine. You went this far and seem to be doing all right. Or just claim one Libby AMD, sit on the other until you actually decide.
True. That lobby would really come in handy. I mean, it's not like I'm struggling or anything. I mean, I don't really take the game that seriously. I guess that's the problem I have is I don't look forward to succeeding at anything in this game, so I just play it to have fun. Boingy boing. As long as I don't get up to the 50 whatever amount characters and not be able to get my last two, that's okay.
I rule all the lands of ice and snow.
Tits and ass. I was reading on the bug reports. I think I talked about this yesterday or day before. There's somebody on there complaining that they can't get their last two ship slots because they only have two left, but you can only buy like 3 at a time. And they're a captain that likes to have one ship per captain that they create. And I'm like, there's got to be more than like 58 ships in this game. Right? I mean, and they keep coming out with more. So if this person sticks with only that under one account, it's kind of stupid, I think. Hold on in here. 12.
Romeo India Zulu says, but that also depends on how many free shit they claimed and how many you claimed. Not everyone got codes I was showing you.
Right.
Maybe you can, who knows.
Well, that's like a good offset too. Like, whenever you do the recruit thing or something, you know, it gives you a free slot for the first time that you've never made a recruit or whatever. Or if you've used that free slot recruit thing, it doesn't give you one. They should have a contingency for if somebody has only one slot left and can't get it, to have like a discount or something off of that one last slot. He was a skater boy, she said see you later boy. He wasn't good enough for her.
Romeo India Zulu says, but you're about 38 new characters away from needing to care.
Exactly. I'm never going to get that far anyway. I mean, at the rate that I go with my characters, you know. I guess I would care if that were the case, but they should make a thing, you know, if someone's gotten that close and, you know, or maybe someone should keep up with how they're spending their Zen and getting slots and stuff, because what is it, Klingon Recruit, Temple Recruit, Delta, and Jim Hadar. So that's 4 free slots you should be able to get at least once. And however many I can't remember how many you start with.
I rule all the lands of ice and snow.
But the ending is like, what? Yeah, 58. So do the math and calculating all that shit. I mean, I could probably always go to the Tribble server and check that out and see how many. It's probably changed over the years. That's me, though. I think about stuff too or far into the future. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Romeo India Zulu says, exactly. That's on them for not keeping track. Not only might you not even encounter that issue, how many tunes can you take to Dyson in a night?
Dude, could you imagine? Okay, how long do I usually stay in one in Dyson as a tune, right? Like maybe 15 minutes average. So like out of 58 characters, 15 times 58, and divide that by 60 because of how many hours and shit. Holy shit! I mean, it only takes me like what 3-ish hours to do 6 characters or whatever, or 7. Damn. It'd be like, okay, we're gonna start streaming live and be on for 24 hours. I gotta know now. I gotta do the calculations. Man, my other keyboard had a calculation button where you pressed it and the calculator app would pop up, but this one doesn't. Which I'm not knocking my Logitech keyboard.
Romeo India Zulu says, 15 minutes with 56 characters is 14 hours.
Holy shit.
I rule all the lands of ice and snow.
Could you just imagine, like every day, 14 hours every day of just that? That would drive me insane. I mean, you know, it already kind of like is. It's barely doable to me because I try to like zone it out as I'm doing it, but damn, 14-hour stream of Dyson. And we're back. We've got caffeine and I've got toothpicks. Hold my eyes open. You'd probably have to like scale that up a little bit, or well, back or something, right? Like split it. Like these characters do this during this day and all that. I mean, I've leveled up another character that I haven't done in a while, which is my John Crichton Farscape character. But I don't have his crew set up yet. He's got like the default crew. And I haven't had him do any kind of missions really, except for tutorial missions. And all I made him for was just to create
Romeo India Zulu says,
technical menu.
but then you still gotta log on each one to at least refine.
Yep. Well, dude, okay, yeah, like, okay. So 56/58-ish or whatever characters times like 8,000 average every day. Wow. Wow. That's a lot of dilithium every day. And to keep that much able to be refined too, my God. That's amazing. That would be hurt. That would hurt. Yes. That would hurt.
Romeo India Zulu says, 448K.
Holy shit. Oh my God, that is a lot every day. Would you just imagine? Okay, I don't need to do Latesha because she's already been done, so I can go straight to O'Neill. And he's next anyway. Yeah, so the other character I do have, like Buck Rogers, right? Haven't done a damn thing with him. I don't do hardly anything with it, Kolchak. Beckett's still stuck in this TOS era at level 20. I want to get her all the way to 65 in that era for no damn reason whatsoever. And Sukablayet, she's 65. Of course, that's the recruits. Right there, she's that Delta recruit or Romulan recruit, whatever. And John Crichton right there, level 50. Or 65. He's the white shirt and khaki pant John Crichton, and I made Aaron. If you never watched Farscape, Aaron's son is a Sebastian. She's just like a human, except she can't tolerate heat as much as a human can. And they live a lot longer too than humans. I need to make hot Dargo. This is Pa'uzoazan. Zoathzan? Pa'uzoathzan. I don't know how the hell I'm going to make Rigel. Because he's only like 2 foot tall on the show and is in a hover chair. You know, so. Can make Chiana. That should be interesting. Because I don't think the hairstyle is in the game for that. Yeah. Can't make Pilot, that's for damn sure. He's got like 8 arms. So. And he never moves out of the ship anyway. Then I need to pick a ship to be the ship from this show. Which is going to be hard because Moya looks a certain way. And there's no way to really recreate her. That's why I wish you could build ships in this game. It would be so awesome. Like, actually, you know. Say like you save up your dilithium to buy or exchange or lobby or whatever, and to actually buy parts to build a ship. Like your nacelles, and the nacelles actually matter, like the size of them and everything. Deflector dish and stuff. Your saucer section if you have one. If not, you got this. Kind of like the other species that are in Star Trek that kind of like throw shit together to make their own thing. Sylvan? Sylvan Gielson? I am for real. Sorry, Miss Jackson. Fuck you. I am for real. Ah, you could not hit me with your weapon. Yeah. On their screen, they see a snowman. Rah, 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 rah. Ho, ho, fucking ho. I'm Rudolph and I quit. What a crock of shit. We don't work for Santa Claus. We've had enough. We quit. Dude, I left off a slash. Shit.
Assimilated snowmen are approaching the gate to the Winter Wonderland. They will arrive in 1 minute.
Because in, what is it, Unix/Linux, you can type slash or s/letter slash another letter slash, and it will replace it in the sentence. Because it's like a small regular expression. It's a replacement. Haha, nobody would know that in the game though, would they? Ew. I wonder if they'll have the front door working by the time I get back to work in like Friday or whatever. Got my paycheck stub thing today, or emailed to me for this Friday pay. $190 for last week. It's gotten lower and lower and lower. This week will be even lower than that. I think I'm working 16, 17 hours. Because I'm going to be off for 4 out of 7 days.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge
But it's
lanes.
to be understandable, though. I was off for 4 days last week because I was sick that one day. Well, I was usually sick a lot of those days, but the one work day that I had in the middle of that,
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge
that's about
lanes.
average, though. It probably would have been like 220. That's what I kind of average every week, is between 190 and 120. I mean, 220. It's my pay. Is that good pay for a week? I don't know. It's just what I get. Of course, $200 to $350 of that goes to my mom every month for the house note. And 20 to 30 of that, depending, goes to gas in my car. Every 2 weeks or so.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
When I was talking about getting gas at work the other day, I said, well, I got $22 of gas because they asked me where I was going, like before work.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere.
I said, what do you mean, where was I
Lozenge
going?
lanes.
He says, well, I saw a car look like yours, and I figured it was you, and you were heading the opposite direction than work. Where were you going? I was like, where was I going? What the hell?
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere
Said,
and Blue Lozenge lanes.
I was going to get gas. He said, oh, I figured that's where you were going. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I was going to get gas because my car was almost empty in gas. I said, yeah, I had like 0.7 of a gallon
Romeo
left.
India Zulu says, I was going to mind my own business.
Right. And that's what they said. They're like, well, I figured you were going to get gas. I'm thinking, what, did they like keeping eyes on me or some shit? What the fuck? And she says, well, I was at somebody's friend's house and I saw you just drive by, just wondering. I was like, okay, well, yeah, okay, sure, wonder, whatever. And I said, would you like to know how much gas I got? And they said no. And I said, I got $22 in gas. And they said, $22? Why such a weird number? And I said, because that's how much I calculated that I would need. I said, how did you figure that? And I was like, math.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes.
I said, I have an 8.7 gallon tank. I only had 0.7 gallons of a tank left when I got to the gas station. So I calculated how much gas I would need based off of how much it cost, and it would take 22 to fill it up enough. Give or take a point whatever. They're like, how'd you? I just don't know how you figure that stuff out. I said, it's math. That's just math. I mean, I used the calculator function on my phone to calculate it faster than writing it down because I was at the pump. But okay. So would you like to see the receipt too, or what? I mean, do I have to prove where I was? They're like, no. It's like, all right then, shit. What the fuck? And that's kind of how my life goes around here.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge
I mean,
lane.
I could go to my car, like want to go to town or whatever, not to the city because we don't apparently have one. It's just town. Go to Walmart, go to the grocery store, whatever like that. I'll leave, and then I'll come back like maybe an hour later or whatever, or however long it takes, and my mom or my stepdad will go, oh, I thought you went to work. Just because I leave, you think I go to work?
Snowmen are coming
said,
down
yeah.
Blue Lozenge lane.
I said, no, I went to the grocery store. Well, what'd you get? Food? What the hell does it matter?
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Would you like my receipt? Or sometimes I'll tell them, so, well, I'm going to go to Dollar General, but I'm not going to work. I'm just going to go shop. What are you going to get?
Snowmen are coming
I
down
don't
Blue
know.
Lozenge lanes.
Huh, damn. This is going to get some things. Going to say hello while I'm there, too. Okay, I said, but you need anything? They're like, no. Come back home and said, hey, did you get any blah, blah, blah? I'm like, no, you said you didn't need anything, so I didn't get you anything. What the fuck? It's always been that way. It's like, just because I stay in my room and I don't communicate with everybody outside of it, and I stay at home when I'm off work, everyone wants to know what the hell I'm doing. They'll ask me, a random customer will come in and said, do you have Facebook? I'm like, yeah, because, well, you ought to come on my page and see all the pictures I got or whatever. And I'm like,
all lanes clear. Defend the fortress.
I don't use Facebook really. I just have it for messaging. They're like, oh, okay. I'm thinking to myself, I don't even know who you are. I mean, why do you want me to come look at pictures of something on your Facebook? I don't get it. I don't understand.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
The dude who come in there and said, man, I got that TikTok. You should really come on there and check out my stuff. And I'm like, okay, what's your thing or whatever? And they won't tell me. They'll keep talking about it and they'll leave. I'm like, well, okay. I was told to look at somebody's something else too on TikTok, and I don't remember the fucking name.
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
My fair lady. Sometimes my mama opened the door and said, you're awfully quiet in here. I'm like, I'm watching TV.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Ooh.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Lozenge. And even the dog won't leave me alone. I open my door and go to the bathroom, and the dog's like, looking at my door, wanting in and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, let me go to the bathroom first. Damn, shit. And then they'll like claw at the bathroom door.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
I'm like, am I in the Truman Show?
Snowmen are coming down Blue Lozenge lane.
My fair lady.
Romeo India Zulu says, back when I was Facebook I was getting friend requests from my whole graduating class. I was like, we never talked in school, we weren't friends, I hated some of you. What makes you think I wanna be friends now, 20 years later?
Right? Exactly. I had stuff like that kind of happen too. People you've never hung out with, never talked to, they're all like, send you a friend request. You're like, who the hell are you? Or they'll say, oh, we're having like a 10 or 5, 10, something, whatever class reunion. Do you want to come? And like, no.
Snowmen are coming down Blue
Oh, come
Lozenge
on,
lane.
why not? Like, because I wasn't part of your class, really? We may have been in the same classroom, but did we ever hang out? Did we ever talk? I mean, I never saw any of these people. I mean, I just saw them in class,
Snowmen are coming
sitting in
down
chairs.
Blue Lozenge lane.
You know? And so whenever I refused to go to a class reunion, because they kept on and on about it. They're like, oh, come on, everybody wants to be there, whatever. I'm like, look, no, I'm not going to be there, all right? I'm not your friend, I'm not anybody, whatever. And they weren't in my friends list anyway. They were just, you know, and that pissed them off. So then, like, I started getting unfriended by people who I had already friended in my class or whatever. I'm like, whatever, you know. Then, like, what is it, 10, 15 years later, a few of them come in since I work in the town that I went to school at, so I see them, like, almost every day now. And then, like, whenever they bring up a class reunion again, I'm like, I see you people every day. Why do we need to?
Defend the fortress.
Why do we need to have a reunion? You know, because like half of my graduating class is still living in the same town, which I pretty much am too. I mean, around the area, I don't live in the same town, but I'm around it. And since I had such a small class, we're just all there, and yeah, I don't see it. I don't see a reason to have a reunion. And hell, we had like one of the worst, like whatever. What is it called? That damn dance or some shit. I can't remember. I never went to those things. Generally, you'd have it in some sort of bigger area or whatever. The something. The hell you call that thing? Damn it.
Romeo India Zulu says,
Shit.
prom.
Yeah. Yes, the prom. I never went to it. I remember like in 11th grade, you were like getting it ready for the seniors, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to come help do this?" I'm like, "No." "Why not?" I said, "I'm not going to it." "Oh, why not?" I'm like, "'Cause I don't want to. I don't care." So I'd be in class. So I didn't go to that one in 11th grade, which was just for the seniors that apparently we could also go to too. They had it in the school gym.
Beware, naughty children.
And
The Crampiri has come for you.
oh God, here we go. Hold on, let me let him talk. Whatever he's saying. Great Crampiri, yeah, Great Crampiri. There it is. Okay.
Will grace us with his presence soon.
But when it came time for that, they were going to have it in the gym. They were decorating it all up for the entryway and the lobby area, whatever you walk in, and all that, and dancing, blah 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 bullshit. And then, like the next year, when we were seniors, we were supposed to get our own ready because I don't know why, and they were going to have it in the cafeteria. And the cafeteria at the school I went to was a small building that only a few people ever really went in to eat. It wasn't like a big place because the school is small. Small town, small school. And I said, well, everybody, they had the last one in the
Romeo
gym.
India Zulu says, I know there's only 43 hours left, but you can turn off the voices. But it's all voices everywhere.
Oh, I could do that, yeah. Yeah, that stuff does kind of get annoying, doesn't it? O'Neal, he's down too. In 24 hours, I need to remember O'Neal. He needs that. But anyway, they were going to have it in the cafeteria, which consisted of those just tables you could fold up or whatever, and a little tiny place. I mean, smaller than the gym, than a basketball court. That's how big this building was. Like if you cut a basketball court in half, that's how big this building was. Just a court, like a half court. And that's the cafeteria at the school we were at. And I was like, I'm not going to that one either. And they're like, why not? It's senior prom. I'm like, no. I'm not going to go, thank you. So I didn't. I didn't even help get it ready. Nothing like that. Apparently they had it, and all they did was sit at tables, and there was no dancing. Because they just sat around and talked. I'm like, wow. Whoop-de-doo. And then that's whenever it came time years later for the reunion thing. And I was saying, well, where are y'all going to have the reunion? In the cafeteria at school. And things. So it's going to be just like the prom then, huh? Yeah, I didn't care for being in classroom with the people I was in school with, I guess you could say. That's why they always call me boring. Hey, Sam. How you is? Yep. I got known for being one of the most boring people in school. Because I never would participate in all their little events that they would have. And since we lived down here in the South, a lot of that was the Future Farmers of America, FFA. Where they would learn how to...
Sir! Sir, what? Are you about to call me an asshole? Sir, no, sir!
Where they would go to, like, pig auctions. Like if you've ever watched Charlotte's Web. Stuff like that, you know, where you're selling pigs and shit. Pretty much, yes. Where they would learn about, like, horticulture class, plants and bullshit. Go feed animals or whatever. crap like that. So they were all go rodeoing. You know, so I was like, nah, this shit ain't for me.
Q is a genius. So
We're gonna go on a hayride. You wanna come? No. Oh, why not? Because I'm not one of the people that do that. So I was boring. I don't hunt. I don't fish. And that's like one of the 2 things around here that everyone does. I don't have farm
I've been
animals.
calling y'all people better than a month now, grab about y'all every time a dang old dog crossed the start yapping at y'all 24 hours a day, and nobody answered. You called. How you supposed to come out to do anything about that dog if you're just gonna get a dang old
Romeo
computer ain't
India
gonna come
Zulu
over here
says,
to shut that
y'all
dang
had
old dog
classes
up?
for that? Shouldn't that be taught at home because farmers usually already know how to do that since like 5 years old?
I know, right? It's like they wanted to force that shit on people. FFA. How to slop hogs and how to feed cows.
Autobots, roll out.
The horticulture class on like growing vegetables and shit. They'd say, this here tomato right here, you gotta make sure you put it down in there real good and get you, if it gets too tall, gotta get you something like a little pole or a piece of a twig or something like that. I'm thinking, yeah. So then which of these activities actually happen in the house when I'm sitting down in the air conditioner?
Samu Wraith says, they tried that class on me, I just wasn't that interested.
Yeah. Or they'd have shop class. I'm like, but it wouldn't be the shop class that everyone is familiar with in their own school.
Romeo India Zulu says, our horticulture and home EC classes were electives as we are in a bigger city.
Oh, that's lucky. We had to take them. In home ec, we never made anything. I learned how to balance a checkbook in home ec. Actually did do some sewing, and that's a good talent to just or that's a good thing to have the ability to do or whatever. So I don't remember like how to sew certain stitches or shit like that, but I can work a sewing machine and hand sew things, sort of. I mean, you just put it in there and the thing goes itself. I mean, there's nothing.
Romeo India Zulu says, well, home EC was required but only a semester. I cooked a few dishes and fucked off the rest.
Ah, we never did any, like, I would always hear about these other people in home ec cooking.
Says, sewing I sucked.
They would like cook things. They would sell what they cooked to the school to make money for whatever bullshit. We never did that shit. Not at all. I just remember sitting at a table and told to shut up and be quiet. I mean, that's all I remember. And we had, of course, the science classes, and I've already mentioned that. And one whole semester, the teacher that was there was gone, so they had a substitute for a lot of the classes. And we were one of those classes, so all we did was just watch movies. And since we had block scheduling, which was like an hour and a half long, we could watch a full movie. If not, we'd finish the rest the next day.
You have no
Marbles.
marbles.
You have no marbles.
Marbles?
Marbles. You have no marbles. Relax.
Marbles?
Like when that guy says relax.
Huevos?
Yeah, the shop classes or whatever, get back to that for some reason. They would like be building slopping troughs or whatever like that for pigs or some shit. So here's my understanding too of the science teacher that we had the year before I was in science class there. She came from the DC area. That's what she always would say, the DC area.
Samuraith says, Evil Kirk frowns at pig troughs.
And she'd always like be drinking some sort of something out of a styrofoam cup and a straw. And they said that she got gassed out. Like someone turned on the gas in the science room or whatever and gassed her out, so she wasn't there the next year. But we all found out that she was not fully certified as a teacher, but she still was teaching at the school somehow. And so she wasn't there for the next one. I don't know. I never had that one. We had like 7th, 8th grade science teacher for their class or whatever. Then 9th, 10th, or maybe just 9th, we had some other dude that was like a science teacher. Then he was gone for like the years after that. And that's when they had that lady. She was in there for like when we were in the 11th grade.
Samuraith says,
substitute.
How do you teach without certification?
I don't know, but apparently she didn't have a full one or something. Something was up with that, so she couldn't continue or whatever for the next semester. So she was only there for like 1 year of school. And it was just so weird. I don't understand myself. That's the kind of school I went to, though. Backwoods shit.
Help!
I mean,
the snowmen aren't taking too
the school
kindly
was
to our building a village in their territory, and they're planning an attack.
I mean, the school consisted like, your now they have ABC for some reason, like preschool, then preschool, then actual school. It was like kindergarten, first, second, third. No, kindergarten, first, and second was in one building. Then they had third, fourth, fifth, and sixth in another building. 7th through 12th grade were in the main building. So it wasn't like 7th and 8th, like its own junior high. It was actually in the high school building. And that's how small the school was. So we were all together. We were in there with seniors walking down the halls. So guess who always got picked on?
We need to activate our village defender.
I mean, whatever works.
We need to build a snowconian, collect ice and syrup, and deliver it to the town center.
I mean, I've heard like that they've actually got other things now. We didn't even have, in our school, we had maybe basketball and baseball, softball, whatever. And that was it. As far as like if you were going to be in any kind of sport in school, that was the only two you had available. There was no football team, no football field, no track, nothing like that. There were tennis courts outside, but the concrete or whatever that they were on or whatever was completely tore up and had grass growing all through it and no nets, so you couldn't really do anything out there and play because all they ever did was just focus on the basketball and the baseball and or softball. Hell, my PE class that I had we just set up in the bleachers like for an hour and a half, like every damn day. Didn't do any kind of physical anything because it was like baseball or softball time, and they had to go out there to the fields and train the girls and the boys or whatever on whatever. So they were like, okay, I'm gonna be out here coaching all this, and we're gonna be training. Y'all sit up here in these bleachers and don't you move.
We need fuel for.
I'm like, can we at least have something to do?
Bye-bye.
And I've already mentioned that before. Like that would be the time when they did have a ping pong table in the weight room. I don't know why it was in the weight room, but that's just where it was. And I would bring my own ping pong battle and a ping pong ball and move the table over by the wall, and because you couldn't like adjust the table. It was like a solid
Samuraith
table.
says, At Romeo and Diazulo, hope your day went well. I just slept, lol.
Dude, I slept too. I didn't get up till 6 p.m. But there's reasons behind that.
That should be enough ice for the snow conian.
Beat, beat, beat. Beat, beat, beat. Beat, 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 beat. Beat, 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 beat. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your body. So now the school that I used to go to, they've got a track team, they've got cheerleading.
Sam Wraith says, Scorp, I slept till almost 8, but I didn't get to bed till noon.
Okay, well, that's 8 hours of sleep, about average, right? Are you off tonight, Day? Or are you going in?
Romeo India Zulu says, it was decent. Just messed about in the phone all day and was watching ESPN trying to see any news about dude.
Whoa, did you see that?
Watching? About dude.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get up. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. Don't do it. Think of your family.
Sam Wraith says, if Romeo India Zulu and talking about that guy who fell on the football field, he may be dead. Romeo India Zulu says, Dammer Hamlin, the football player with had the heart attack.
Oh, the one you were talking about yesterday? So is it official he had like a heart attack?
Samu Wraith says, so is he dead? Romeo India Zulu says, cardiac arrest on field as a result of a blunt force trauma, but could be underlying circumstances. And as of an hour ago, nope.
Blunt force trauma, so an impact to the chest somehow.
Another building.
Well, you know, yesterday I was talking about it. If you hit in a certain spot, you can cause cardiac arrest and or heart stuff. And being in football, yeah. That's so dangerous. No matter what kind of padding you've got, it's just, you know, it's not really going to be enough for the hits they take these days. Because, you know, you look at how football has changed.
Romeo India Zulu says, the player he went to tackle hit him in chest with his hep mitt as he lowered his head prepping for the hit.
Lowered his head
Sam
prepping
Wraith
for the
says,
hit.
people make light of football, it's no joke.
No. Cause you remember, like, well, we don't remember, but you look back at like the history of football, and that they only wore like a leather hat helmet thing or whatever before, and really no pads, and they didn't have the tackling and stuff. They just, you know, pushed people down or something. But then, whenever they came up with more of the padding, and now they have the shoulder and the neck pads and the big helmet and the like geared up everywhere, look like soldiers, you know, going into battle. I mean, yeah.
You did it! You helped to defeat the Snow Overlord.
That's why a lot of wrestlers come from football, you know.
Thank you for your help. The villagers would like you to have this reward for saving our home.
Another reason why I've never really gotten into sports. Oh, crap. The best thing in life is free.
Samuraith says, I remember the nasty hit I took when I was playing exhibition and no pads scored. Think that was enough for me, put me unconscious, and I had a shiner for nearly a month.
Oh yeah. That's all it kind of takes, isn't it? Okay, yep, this ain't for me. Remember when I was forced to play basketball? But that was like sixth grade versus 5th grade type shit or whatever. Hit in the face and got double vision. Like, nope, done. Thank you.
Building lost to the Overlord.
Samuraith says, I don't mind physical activity, but I just was like it if I want to do this long term.
Well, yeah. Well, there's a certain thing about physical activity versus the sports that can hurt your ass, you know? Like, over physical stuff, you know? Like, you know, if someone plays baseball, they're thinking, oh, it's baseball. But you can get hit in the head with that ball. You can get hit right in the head with that bat. You could get gutted into the neck with a cleat that's got metal on the bottom of it. I mean, shit like that can happen.
We're running out of buildings here.
We're running out of buildings over here.
Romeo India Zulu says, how bad do you want those millions?
That's right. What is like the normal like career span of like a football player or anything like that? It's like, what? They have a few good years, and then all the injuries and shit later or whatever like that. They're forced to retire, but they have all that money. But what does that money do? Pays for those surgeries, you know. Make a name for yourself. There's a football player from around here that went to a school that's near here. Not the school I went to, but one that's near.
Romeo India Zulu says, 3 years average. Nat, the NFL has great insurance. They're covered for like 5 years after career ends.
After that, internal bleeding goes away.
Samuraith says, oh yeah, I got hit in the face and chest with baseballs. Did some tryouts after the 3rd time getting hit in the mouth with a baseball. I was like, no, I'm done. Romeo India Zulu says, K.
Okay. Did I say something wrong? I'm sorry. I don't know what I said.
Samuraith says, okay, Mr. Hat.
Mr. Hat.
A wise man can.
Samuraith says, okay.
Okay.
Samu Wraith says, everything okay at Romeo India Zulu?
I think I may have said something.
Romeo India Zulu says, internal bleeding doesn't last 5 years. This guy won't have to pay much if anything out of pocket. He's covered. It's the ones with CTE that need long-term health care, which they are lobbying for.
CTE? Like concussions?
A wise man can hear prophet in the wind.
In the wind. 27,000. Ushanka. Well, yeah, I was just joking about internal bleeding. I'm sorry. Fast
You'll be so goddamn fucking tired that you won't be strutting that ass.
Strutting that ass.
I'll crush you with my bare hands.
My bare ass. Yay, here comes somebody going with the wind. Oh boy, we've started up the stupid Gorn shit again.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu. But back to our conversation, I just had a lot of info to absorb. Why I didn't get all what Ox said absorbed.
Oh yeah, I downloaded the chat for you there. I don't know how you want that. I mean, I've made a video download or made a render video thing of it, and downloaded just the text only version of it as well. Except for the voice stuff. I mean, it's not going to be there.
Samu Wraith says, so it's on YouTube, Scorp?
Well, the stream from yesterday is on YouTube, yes. But the text thing is where's it at? Yeah, 183 megabytes, 4 hours 36 minutes worth of
Samu Wraith
text.
says, that is in Discord then?
Well, the YouTube thing, unless, do you actually want the file? Let's see. There, I put the well, damn, it put like, that ain't it. Shit. How do I get rid of it? Delete message. Delete. Okay.
Samu Wraith says, I just wanted to review the conversation so I could go over what was said.
Right. Well, there's the text only thing you can download. I have it. I put it inside the Twitch stream. The text file. But it doesn't have the voice stuff, like what Ox may have said during when he was connected to Discord's voice chat. And since I also made a video render of the actual chat window. Which usually people make with those things if they're putting the whole chat on YouTube or whatever. Strange animal, that's what I know.
Samuraith says, well, I just want to listen and read it so I may check out YouTube.
Okay, yeah, it's out there. Strange animal, though, that's what...
Hey!
Hey! I tell you what I'm gonna give you, snakes. Snakes? I'm gonna give you the count of 10 to get your no good lady keister off my property. Yellow keister.
Hello.
Yellow. Yellow down there, yellow.
Listen.
Uzani, his army at Lashmere!
Uzani. Oh, that was a different one.
All right, Johnny, I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 3. Hate to change a filthy animal. And now we play the waiting game.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
Bob McKinley.
Because it's useless now, isn't it?
In the game chat, it says they want to keep us tired so we don't notice all the shit wrong with this game. I don't know, the anniversary should be coming up at the game soon, right?
Say, where's Arnie? Say that! You can't find me! Hi!
Hi!
Samuraith says, skate there after you.
Skate there after you. I like how I was going with the legs. Dun, 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 dun.
Repeat.
I'm
The
Captain
imposter
Kirk.
is not to be injured.
I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk.
Samu Wraith says, haha.
He broke it before he did it. That was kind of funny too. I like that.
Samu Wraith says, he broke it twice.
The clay pot sounds more like the monitor breaking.
Samu Wraith says, picking it up maniacally thinks smashes the TV again. I am Captain Kirk.
I'm Captain Kirk. I'm Captain Kirk. No, you are Captain Kirk. Captain Kirok. A recon. So Sam, are you off today?
Samu Wraith says, I'm working.
Oh. Dun 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 dun. Is working the night shift at Walmart like a whole lot better than a day shift there? Because the customers or whatever, like not being in the way mostly, or?
Samu Wraith says, yeah, no customers asking you random questions. Can you find this off the wall item?
Be in the makeup section. Where are your chips at? Make it scream and shout.
The time to fish has come.
Time to fish.
Find honor or a good death. Kapla.
Kapla. Francis Ford Coppola.
Samu Wraith says, or say I know I bought this here but now I don't see it, can you help me? I'm like, I don't think we've had that.
Yeah, we've had some of them before. They'll come in and look for something and ask, hey, where's this at? And you're like, when did you last buy it? Oh, I was in here just the other day. You're like, we don't have that here. Oh, yes, you do. I bought it yesterday. I'm thinking, we work here. We should know if we have that or not. Okay, so you can't remember where you got it from? No. Well, you had it yesterday. I guess it'd be a lot quieter then. No customers getting in the aisle in the way. I've heard that Dollar General has a few overnights depending on how bad the freight is backed up in one of the stores, but they don't have it like a normal thing.
Samuraith says, like this one guy wanted eggnog, I told him door 4 in the cold section is where it's kept and it's empty. I told him that if it's gone it's sold out, it sells so fast.
Yeah. We had a lady, let's see, how many days ago that was? That was about 6 days ago. Came in asking me if we had eggnog, and I had just put like a little bit of a case out in our cooler 2 days before that, and then I was off for like, days, and then came back that specific day, and I said, if it's not in the cooler, we don't have any. Well, you don't have any in the back or anything? No. Well, why not? Because it's sold out. And we only get it like once a year, for Christmas mostly, and it stays there pretty much for New Year's. But
he insisted I go look in our back room, went back, looked 2 minutes, guess what? It is really gone. He was not happy.
If only a customer could come back there with you, huh? You're like, dude, make your own then. Shit. A little bit late to be looking for it anyway. That's why I tell them it's seasonal. We only get so much a year. It's sold out. Sorry. I love it whenever they do that whole, well can't you go look thing.
Says, like, what am I doing lying to you? Holy crap.
Yes, you're doing it on purpose so he will have a bad day. Your vendetta against the customers is working, sir. Yes, I have to work and you do not. I will try to make your day worse than mine.
Samuraith says, all going according to plan, Megatron.
That's right. That's what you got to do. Like, if it ever, it probably won't happen since you work nights, but if it ever happens again, you just do the hand emote thing they do in Star Trek where they rub their hands together, the evil plan thing, Yes. I've done that at work before. People look at me weird. Gonna rock this night. Anyone want 43 of those? Bajoran anal beads.
Samuraith says, yeah, I'm conspiring against customers to screw their day up. They can believe that fantasy, lol.
That's right. It's a pot of their customer fantasy. It's all part of their fucking their day. I love it whenever they come in, like, you know, they've had, especially Christmas, whenever, you know, it's not like it's a surprise what day Christmas is every year, right? But then you have those who are very last minute looking for something, and you don't have it because it's sold out, like a decoration or something, or something off the shelf, and they're like, well, what am I going to do now? Come in earlier next year? Don't wait till the last minute on shit. Because I can guarantee you, since Valentine's Day is coming up, or Valentine's Day, yeah, someone's going to wait till the very last day to say, oh, let me get something for so-and-so. Let me get some of these. Let me get some of these artificial fucking flowers. Let me get one of these boxes of chocolate. And then will not have the chocolate or something. And then they're going to be pissed and say, now what am I going to do now? You've ruined my Valentine's for somebody because I waited too long. You know, it's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm here to take the blame so you don't have to. I'm going to rock this town, rock it inside out. Gonna rock this town, make you scream and shout. Dance the night away.
Samu Wraith says, that was yesterday dude, I actually had that happen also. We've been selling like crazy heavy whipped cream and this woman elderly came asking if we had anything. I told her you should have came earlier, I stocked it the night before. I never understand people shopping last minute.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing and it's always going to happen. Always. They'll put that shit off until the very last minute thinking, oh, well, I've got this time. You know. Like this, the Seinfeld joke that I came across that I mentioned in here the other day, of that's morning guy's problem or whatever. Night guy get drunk, overeat everything, give himself indigestion, vomiting, throwing up or whatever because of his hangover. And night guy's like, well, I'm gonna stay up for whatever. That's morning guy's problem. Well, that's what it is. They're like, that's last minute me problem. It's not my problem right now. It's the human condition. We can like fill our beer cooler, which is very small. I mean, we only have like regular food, small food coolers or whatever that have the beer in there. And
I missed the part where that's my problem.
You're damn right. And only so many of certain cases can go in the cooler. And somebody will come in and they'll buy like 2 cases of this one thing. Somebody will come in and buy 2 cases of that same one. And someone will buy another case and then it's empty. And we don't know. We're not over there, you know, maintaining what's there and keeping a track of what's selling because different people are selling things at different registers, right? So someone will come in and they'll say, why don't y'all have any of this cold in the cooler? Every time I come in here, y'all never have it in there. Y'all ain't doing your job. Dude, people buy things besides you. Fuck
Samu
you.
Wraith says, for real yo.
Thinking this guy thinks he's the only person in the world. The struggle is real.
Samu Wraith says, like it's my fault we ran out.
Yeah. You're taking the personal blame for it. That's when he said, I will be reprimanded, trust me. They will give me 30 lashes and send me to my room. Like, what do you want me to do? Pull it out of my ass? Fuck you.
Samu Wraith says, people wanting this and it's gone and I'm like, duh, I just got here 20 minutes ago, lol.
Yeah. Or like, you know, on Thanksgiving or something like that, you know, you can only have so much of stuff, right? We'll run out of cranberry sauce. We'll run out of like some stuffing mix or, you know, canned vegetables and all that bullshit. And people, like, they'll come in hours before they're going to have their Thanksgiving or maybe the day before, and they're saying, y'all are out of cranberry sauce? Yeah. Well, why?
Wraith says,
I don't know.
Cranberry sauce.
I'll be like, I don't know why we're out of cranberry sauce. Maybe because, oh, hey, it's Thanksgiving, you know, and people are buying it. I mean, fuck. It's insane. What am I going to do now? That's always the thing. What am I going to do now again? I said, well, we've got cranberry juice. I suppose you could probably add something to, you know, jellify it or something over there and freeze it or something and chop it up and eat it. I don't know. They don't like it when I say that. Yeah, you get some Jello mix. You're good. You'll be good.
The Koskari has been baited. Prepare for
Koskari has been baited.
Or whenever you run out of just the gel cranberry sauce without the cranberries in it, and they're like, "Well, I don't want that kind." I said, "Well, just pick out the damn
Samurai says,
berries or something."
I tell people so often scorp like bread, good example, it never fails. We run out at night. I tell people when our vendor shows out, I tell them come earlier in the day, there'll be some.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like a perishable item such as bread. Well, you can only have so much of that fit on a damn shelf, you know. Some vendors, they can leave some of their overstock. Some vendors, they come in frequently enough where you don't have to worry about overstock. I mean, if you sell out of bread, you sell out of bread. But no, not these people. Well, how am I going to make a sandwich? Well, we're going to make hamburgers. How are we going to do that?
And they take the bread with them, scorp.
Yeah. They put what they can put. And the customers don't understand that shit. I mean, the bread guy that we have at the store I was previously at, he would leave overstock bread in the back because the manager would ask him to do that, and we would stock it like once a week ourselves.
Samu Wraith says, and they were like, can you check the back? And I'm like, oh no, it's gone. There's nothing back there.
Right. But you know, you're lying to them. They know that. That's when you say, well, I brought some bread for a sandwich. Let me go get it for you. 4th of July, hot dogs and hamburger buns. They're like, why are y'all out of hamburger buns and hot dogs? Like, gee, I wonder. You know, this random holiday just showed up out of nowhere. It just gets me. It's so funny.
Samu Wraith says, LOL, yeah, I'll go hungry. Here you go, one sandwich. Boom, I saved your night. LOL.
That's right. Now don't go eating all that up at once now. I'll tell them that too. They'll be like, you know, what am I going to do? I'm like, because say for instance, all you have are hot dog buns, and they want to make a hamburger. I said, well, make a hot dog shaped hamburger. No, that ain't gonna taste the same. I'm thinking, why ain't it gonna taste the same? It's the same shit. It's just a different shape. Who gives a shit? I've done it. They don't like that.
Samurai says, I could be a smart ass, do that, but they'd be pissed. Rolling _on_the_floor laughing.
Yeah, they get pissed at me all the time and walk out when I say stuff like that. Yeah. Or we'll be out of a crafting item that they want to make some sort of bullshit out of, and I'll say, well, you know, you can make your own, because you know how you have like stuff that's pre-created in the crafting section that's already available. You just got to do little things to, or you've got the materials there to create your own of it or whatever. You know, like say if you wanted to make your own wreath or whatever, something like that. versus the pre-made wire for it. I'm thinking, well, all you have to do is just get this, this, and this, put this together, hot glue that, and you can make your own. No, that's too much trouble. I'm thinking, so it's too much trouble to just make that versus you just wanted to, like, what, say, pop it together, say, here, I did this for you, and people are fucking lazy. And I'm a people, and I'm fucking lazy too. But I like when someone would come to me with some sort of a craft project they wanted to do, and I was in the craft section. They would say, oh hey, yeah, you can do this, or whatever, and I'd tell them, like, what they could do to, not have that, but do something else.
Yeah, man, for sure. Like, one guy wanted pre-made poster board. I told him another way to do it, and I got the same reaction you did. No, I'm too lazy.
Yeah. We ran out of mailbox letters or something one time, and I said, well, all you have to do is just, like, make your own stencil and get some spray paint or some shit like that, And they're like, nah, that's too much work. And I said, what about, like, it was some sort of decal paper, like white, like for instance, one of those the shirt making whatever's right, the silhouette machines or something like that, where they have the sheets of paper that are sticky, you peel it off and it's pretty much just a sticker on a paper. I said, well, you can get that,
Samurai
draw
says,
out whatever.
Yeah, I was like, well, it's this OR shop elsewhere, maybe you'll have better luck.
Yeah, they don't like it when you suggest somewhere else because they're like, but I don't want to have to go over there. I went, I'm like, sorry, buddy. Or I'll like go into the whole thing, like, looking for something, like if I think we may have whatever it is they're looking for in the back, I will go look for it. And by the time you get back and you actually found it, they've left. Like, really? Seriously? I mean, I'd go to the back and move things around to get to that particular product, and they've left. Ungrateful sons of bitches.
Samuraith says, oh, that pisses me off, Scorp. I actually find it, they're gone.
Yeah. Like our drink vendors and stuff, they'll sometimes leave more in the back so that their representative can put some more of it out if they come by or whatever. And they'll say, hey, do y'all have any 12-pack Dr. Pepper or whatever in the back? I'm like, well, let me go see for you. They're like, okay. Then you come back and you're, like, holding one of them. They're like, nowhere to be found. Then I ask around, because since we're a small store, you pretty much can see, like, someone can see if someone comes or goes. And I'll ask, like, the cashier, I say, hey, did someone wearing blah, blah, blah look like this leave? And they said, yeah. They said that we didn't have a 12-pack of Dr. Pepper they wanted, so they just left. And I'm thinking, the hell? I just went back there and got this for them. Or they'll go ask somebody, and an employee will say, no, we don't have that. Then they'll come over to a different employee and ask them too, and they'll say, well, we don't have that. And you're like, well, I guess, two people saying no, that must mean that we actually do not have it. It's so crazy. It's like they don't believe the other person. People, man. People. It gives me anxiety dealing with people. And, there you are working in retail around people. I mean, what do you do, It's a no-win no matter what. I swear. Gather up all the shit they would need. There's this one guy that he can't come in because he can't really walk or anything like that. He can just drive.
Samurai
give us a list.
And gotta love dealing with somewhat drunks. I'm so glad we're closed.
Oh my God, yeah, we deal with them too. They're like buzzed on the verge of being plastered, and they'll come in there and they'll want to get a 6-pack or whatever of beer, and you're like, yeah, I can smell it all over you, buddy. We're technically not supposed to sell it to them, but if someone's with them that's buying it and we're not aware that they're buying it for someone who's drunk, what can we do? If they're old enough to buy it and they're going to get it.
Says, or meth head Scorp, I had unpleasant experiences with them.
Oh my God, yes. They cannot be still for shit. Always biting at the air, jerking around, smacking their lips, not understanding a single thing what the hell they want. They got this weird vibe about them where they're hiding their money or some shit. I don't.
The magnificent Erie May go.
Hell, one of our managers one time was that. So yeah.
Samu Wraith says, one gal constantly pulling at her hair.
Yeah. Well, they get, you know, they see the invisible bugs that we don't see. You know that, right? I mean, they see things. They know that they have spiders in their hair that we can't see. They're on the level, man.
Samu Wraith says, like fleas or something.
Yes. I wouldn't doubt it either, though. I mean, if they're going to be on meth, they definitely probably do have fleas. I mean, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. I had looked into that, actually, at that mental state or something. It confuses the brain into believing that there are bugs, like that sensation. Like, say if you actually do have a flea or an insect crawling on you somewhere, you know, the little tiny, like, feeling of its legs or whatever. It stimulates that part of the brain that tells you something is on your skin. So therefore they scratch at it. And they pick at their face, and then they start going nuts and losing their teeth and all that kind of shit. What can you do, though? Proud to be an American. Proud to be an American. Well, I guess I was at one time. And I will forget the idiots that live around where I am.
Samu Wraith says, I hate having fleas in my home, it's irritating.
Heck yeah. I mean, with all the dogs we have, we do not have fleas for some reason. There's 2 dogs that live in the house and 2 that live outside. And we never had a flea problem. But and my sister, she's got like, was it like 10, 11 dogs in her house? She doesn't have a flea problem. But all it takes is like one little varmint out there that comes in the house. And bam. I mean, there's like cats that live outside of our area here. Well, some sort of stray cats that apparently my mom and my stepdad have to feed because they don't want to see them go hungry. But, you know, we don't know who they are. They live under our house sometimes.
Samu Wraith says, you know, some days I miss having pets, but dealing with that, think I'll be fine.
Right? That is so true. I mean, I don't have any pets. My mom and my stepdad do. They've got a silver lab each, male and a female. And because my mom wanted to go into the puppy business and selling silver Labradors at about a few thousand or something like that a piece sparked an interest in them wanting to do that. And well, it was maybe like 1,200 to 2,000 depending. But it was good for a little bit, but that was a messy job to like 10 puppies at a time inside the house, dealing with the shitstorm
says,
every morning.
When I was younger, had 12 cats with my family.
Oh wow. Oh my God.
Samu Wraith says, all outside.
Okay, well at least they were outside. Yeah, I don't know how my sister does it with that many in her house. It's all dogs, though. A bunch of strays that have been picked up, and then actual, real, like, you know, registered and all that kind of dogs, pedigreed and whatnot. But she's got, let's see, 2 of her dogs are here, so she's got only 10 in her house right now. The 2 that are outside at our house are hers. But they're not really outside. We just say they're outside because the doghouse they're in is more, it's more like a bedroom that's out there attached to a little, my mom's candle house, as she calls it. She makes candles. And it's got carpet. It's got, like, walls that are, like, insulated. It used to have a TV in there, air conditioning, and heater, and an actual real front door with a flap and light and everything and all that. Porch. Used to have an actual recliner in there. A bed. I mean, you can walk in there and like vacuum and clean it and all that kind of bullshit. I mean, it's crazy. It's supposed to be a love shack for the silver Labrador, but they just do it wherever they want to. I mean, you're not gonna. So they live in comfort, and it's heated. So if it's below 0 or something like that, they still stay okay. But my sister, she's got like 10 dogs that live in the house, and that's again it randomly is like in between small dog to big dog that can take up your whole lap kind of thing. And ironically, none of them poop in the house, but they'll mark their territory.
Samu Wraith says, after really looking at how much I spent on pets all that time ago, I'm fairly happy with no animals.
Yes, it cost a damn dog food. I mean, okay, well, you work at Walmart. You see how much dog food is, cat food, all that. The pet items and pet care and all that stuff is just as expensive as it is for like human stuff. Hell, there needs to be like pet food stamps at this point, you know? Humans would use it for themselves.
Sam Wraith says, even cheap dog food is crazy expensive.
Yeah. Especially when there's like always this shortage shit going around. It's just insane. And I see like the same people will come in on an like every other day basis buying the biggest bag of cat food, biggest bag of dog food, litter, all that stuff. I'm like, my God. You know, and some of them that have like a few animals. I can't even imagine, since my sister has as many as she does. I've never really thought about it, actually. But she's also got like chickens, turkeys, pigs, goats. She didn't have any cows. That's interesting, too. What else? There's some other animals she's got, too.
Sam Wraith says, dude, whatever you do, don't eat dog food. I remember trying it as a kid. Even after all these years, I still remember the taste and smell.
Don't eat dog food. Well, I haven't needed to eat dog food yet, but there was a family around here years ago that was known for eating dog food only. And some crazy old lady that kept dog food in her car. She would just feed random dogs that she would see, and when she had a wreck, that dog food got every damn where. Yeah. Number two.
Samu Wraith says, man, it's gross.
And dogs eat it. And one of them's like cats can't eat dog food, but dogs can eat cat food and dog food or something like that, or is it backwards? There are certain foods. I can't remember exactly. Let's get murdered by the balls. Riz, I'm sorry. Whatever I did. I made a little joke, and it was wrong.
Samu Wraith says, I've no idea how they stomach it. The taste is bland and no seasoning, never again.
Well, I had always like read about dogs don't really have too much. They don't have as many taste buds as we have. Their primary goal is to chew it up enough to just swallow it, so that their stomach breaks it down. So every time they eat like any dog food or whatever, all of it always tastes the same to them, no matter what. The smell of the food is what drives them to eat the food, versus us, when we smell and taste. Theirs is mostly driven by smell and the need to eat. So they don't taste it as we taste it, is what I've always heard and read about, like about the taste buds. But I'm not too sure. How the hell do we know?
Romeo India Zulu says, you're good man. I got nothing to contribute to this topic as I've not worked retail. Dogs can eat cat food in an emergency, but it's not healthy. Cats, I'm not too sure. The ones I got don't eat dog food. Samu Wraith says, we also have to remember we're talking about creatures who enjoy the smell of bits.
That is very true, yes.
Samu Wraith says, butts.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude, they'll know where another dog's been by sniffing their ass. And I know why they sniff it. I mean, it makes sense, but damn it, you know. Okay, Riz, I thought you were mad at me or something. I'm sorry. There's like an anal gland that the animals have that we apparently don't. And whenever they shit somewhere or whatever like that, it leaves a scent of that specific type of animal and that specific one animal.
Samu Wraith says, it's just bizarre they can smell a backside and they just know.
Yeah. It's almost like saying hello. They raise up their ears, cats raise up their bodies, and they'll sniff the ass. And the ass will tell them everything they need to know, like if this person that they met is good or not. Especially when a dog comes up to you and sniffs your ass, you know that they ain't been around people that often. But because we have one that does that. The youngest dog that we have, which is my sister's dog, it will sniff your ass.
All the lands of ice and
It'll put its nose
Sam
right up
Wraith
your ass.
says, well, most cats get defensive if a dog sniffs their crotch.
Yeah. I mean, it's like whenever a dog does the territory piss thing or whatever, you know. I mean, when animals pee on things, they mark it with their scent, and if their scent is
Romeo
challenged...
India Zulu says, I was a lil, not upset or ad, but I didn't find it funny. But we good dude.
Okay, man. I'm sorry.
Samu Wraith says, or cat pisses on something.
Yeah, when animals just have their way of doing things like that, and I mean, I guess, and sometimes that little anal gland will get all like bad and shit, you know, to where especially if an animal stays indoors, or if they can't excrete it the way they're supposed to, it'll back up in their system and cause their hair to fall out and shit, you know, and whatnot. So it has to be expressed, or it has to be evacuated, and you can take them to a vet to do that, or the vet can tell you how you can do that, which is you fondle their ass and stick your finger.
Romeo India Zulu says, cat food isn't like chocolate to dogs, but it does fuck them up if they eat a lot of it.
Ah. I always watch those cat nip like things or whatever on YouTube. Cats getting crazy. That's amazing. It's like their pleasure center. But yeah, whenever an animal goes and sniffs somebody else's pile, they're like, yeah, I know who that is. That's the Murphys down the road. My mom used to have this this little cartoon cutout from like one of the Sunday papers.
Samu Wraith says, it's crazy Scorp, I seen my first cat that has autoimmune disease just jacked up. Cats can get so sick with human-like diseases.
Yes. Yes, they can get like cancer, diabetes, every kind of thing. Like we can get heart disease, you know, stuff like that. And it's probably most likely due to us because of our the way we feed the animal. I mean, you think about it, like there used to be where they were wild. They would eat like raw meats. They would exercise more. They would run, whatever, you know, and live a different type of lifestyle. Well, now we have it where we provide the food for them and what to eat.
Romeo India Zulu says, why mom's dog will try to eat the cat food even if her dish is full. I don't get it. Like, why does she find it better? Told mom to get a new flavor.
Yeah, it's kind of baffling, you know. 11. Heck, we have a dog that will try to eat out of the other dog's bowl before her own. We have to put her on a diet. She's going to have knee surgery, too. Her ACL is torn, and she has to have it fixed. And
Samu Wraith says,
so that
was like I remember my friends who, and I'm so glad I'm away from them, would smoke dope, get their dog high, and they've gotten medical studies now it causes problems with their brain, and I'm like, no shit, I just couldn't tell my friend anything.
Yeah. I mean, things, I mean, if you know, the way it affects people, it affects animals too. I mean, you think about people that are on the hard shit out there, the smoked meth, and there's an animal
Romeo
there.
India Zulu says, the dog pissed on our new floor and wasn't disciplined.
Adorable.
I was like, okay, that's it. I won't hoop my cat's ass anymore for doing it too.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, they should have like whooped the dog or pushed the dog's nose in the shit, and like yelled at it a little bit to tell it no. So now it's gonna think it's okay and like do it every time. And there's the cat going, but I, you're like, sorry. Try again. They're as tight as ice.
Samu Wraith says, Yaris should have put their nose in it and shown outside for however long.
Well, children aren't being disciplined anymore, so why should animals?
I have winter items for a bargain.
Ugh. Okay, change character. Pop goes the weasel. Shield healing ground. Ew. Plasma damage space.
Samu Wraith says, oh, you can still punish kids, Scorp, just don't do it publicly.
Don't know where anybody can see it. They go into a store, there's a camera there. Come get over here.
Romeo India Zulu says, I ask why don't they let it out during the day? Got no reply. It's not cold. Well, it is, but not as cold as it was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I would have man, but the dog runs when I'm around. I yelled at her once, literally scared the piss out of her, and now she hates me.
Oh wow. Plasma. The dog or your mom?
Q loves all the little creatures, even you.
Romeo India Zulu says, dog.
I'm sorry, I was confused.
Samu Wraith says, yep, take them outside or home, they know they're going to get it, Scorp. But then you got unsmart parents who bring their kids in stores late at night, and I'm like, WTF, kids crying, you wonder why, no shit.
Yeah. But they don't discipline their children or whatever like that at home, and they let them act all wild and break shit when they're shopping.
The situation
is grim. Yeah, next Tuesday, my mom's got to take the oldest dog we have here to a hospital to have the knee surgery done to that.
Samu Wraith says, I just give a dirty look, they break something next to me.
Dirty, hairy look. My mom was shopping around like for hospitals to do the ACL surgery. One of them wanted $3,000 with like rehabilitation or whatever. Another one wanted $2,000. She got one that's more local toward us for only $800 with no rehabilitation, that we would only have to do that ourselves. So she's going to take that one instead of the thousands one. And now working with the dog to do the ACL rehabilitation thing is going to be really difficult, because you have to get a towel or something around their waist and lift them up when they have to get up and all that kind of stuff. And that's going to be very difficult.
Are you threatening me?
I'm threatening you. Oh, already got the damage. Wow, that was fast.
Nice to meet you, lad. They call me Fuck Us!
You doing, fuck-ass? I'm Romeo.
I like that. That's funny. Yeah. I need to watch that movie. But you have to watch the first one first, right? Damn it.
Sam Wraith says, I've no idea what movie that is. I just remember Riz played it a lot.
Yeah, he told me what it was, and I need to watch it. It's a movie I haven't seen before. Got Norman Reedus in it. And the guy that played some other stuff. He played in Young Indiana Jones, Stargate, SG-1.
Romeo India Zulu says, Boondock Saints.
Boondock Saints. In the Boondocks. I need to do that. We'll do that, Omega.
Right shield's failing.
Right shield's failing. Do. I say my right shield's failing. My right shield's failing and I'm about to die.
Samu Wraith says, oh duh, my memory really must suck. I've watched that, but it's been at least 20 years.
Wow. That movie's like that old? Wow. Normally, like, if a movie's really old and it's not well, like, received, I won't bother watching it. But if it's got, like, a good review and a good watch, you know, and people say it's
Samu
worth
Wraith
watching, I'll
says,
see it.
yep, that old.
Wow. Norman Reedus has been acting that long?
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Lozenge. Coming down the Lozenge lane.
Romeo India Zulu says, 1999.
1999?
Samu Wraith says,
Snowmen
wow.
are
Many
coming
regard
down
it as a
Crimson Cube,
classic.
Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Wow. Probably a hell of a lot better than the movies they got out these days, that's for sure. Surprised they haven't tried to reboot it.
Your code will be adapted to services.
Mister?
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Man, I don't know about everybody else, but it's like the past 20-something years, I don't really think of it as being that long ago.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold
I mean,
Sphere, and Blue Lozenge
because
lanes.
I can clearly remember like 1999/2000
Samu
and
Wraith
stuff
says,
like that.
that sausage.
The sausage?
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube, Gold Sphere, and Blue Lozenge lanes.
'Cause I swear, sometimes when I wake up, I'm thinking, where the hell am I? I'm in the future. I'm in the future.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and Blue Lozenge lanes.
Romeo India Zulu says, I died to watch it until a little before the sequel came out, but I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere lanes.
A little before the sequel came out, didn't realize it was that long ago. Wow. I've come across that before too,
All
like
lanes clear. Defend
watching
the
a movie
fortress.
that was recommended but not knowing what year it came out, thinking, oh, this is pretty cool, and you look and like, what the fuck? Holy shit. But it's like the past 20 years has just been a blur, mostly. Especially these past few years. I know for sure they've been a blur, like the COVID thing. Because every day is like a repeat of the day before it. Especially whenever they had like the lockdown thing.
Sphere and blue lozenge lanes.
I think it was like 2011 or 12 that things just seemed to just go blonk to me.
Snowmen are coming down blue lozenge lane.
My recall got a little off. Things just didn't seem right anymore. Of course, I've always been someone who's had extreme anxiety and
Samu Wraith
depression.
says, well, honestly, I was just done with 2022, such a depressing year for me.
Well, how has 2023 been so far? Since this is the third day of the year. We have 362 more days to go. Hip, 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 hip. Yep, 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 yep.
This is the winter of your discontent.
Yep, 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 pew, 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 pew.
Snowmen are coming
Romeo
down
India
Gold
Zulu
Sphere and
says,
blue lozenge
Norman
lanes.
Reedus, Sean Patrick Flannery, and Willem Dafoe.
I bet Willem Dafoe doesn't look any different in that either. That dude has always looked the same to me. He's never aged because he's always looked old.
Down Gold Sphere and blue lozenge lanes.
Dude, Sandra Bullock, there was a
Samu Wraith says,
something I looked at.
well, it has only been 3 days, so hopefully better.
I was like looking
Romeo
at
India
something.
Zulu says, but
Snowmen
that quote may be from the second one. I can't recall.
You know, I can't either, even though like when I made the sound from that for you, it may have had the information, but I can't remember. Strange animal, that's what I know.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and blue lozenge lanes.
My fair lozenge.
Oh! 4 lights!
Only 4? We have 15 here.
Snowmen are coming down Gold Sphere and blue lozenge lanes.
Lozenge. I'm in the mood to watch a movie. Because my whole day was shot to hell.
Snowmen are looking at the light. Time in Gold Sphere and blue lozenge lanes.
Sam, you ever had one of those off days where they contact you and say, we may need you to come in because someone is sick, but we're not sure yet? So you're constantly like checking to make sure. Like, hey, do you need me? Do you need me? Do you need me? And then finally, whenever you get the like, okay, well, they came in, you don't have to worry about it. Your whole day is kind of like shot to shit.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson Cube and Gold Sphere lanes.
You don't do anything else. I mean, that was my day.
Snowmen are coming down Crimson
That's why I
Cube,
woke up
Gold
at 6
Sphere, and
p.m.
blue lozenge
out of
lanes.
bed. Like, what the hell? What was that? I like how the wall of ice actually has a health bar.
Samu Wraith says, LOL, I just ignore all phone calls. They usually contact me on Messenger, but most times I make a excuse, LOL.
Well, I had this feeling last night after I streamed and I had watched Quantum Leap because that new episode had come on. And I went to check Facebook because I was like, someone sent me a message on Facebook, I could feel it. And as soon as I logged into Facebook, I saw the notifications like the manager is sick.
Cube, Gold Sphere, and blue lozenge
And if they're
lanes.
sick again tomorrow, can you come in and work so-and-so shift so that they can open the store or whatever? And that's like, yeah, you know. They say, okay, well, we'll let you know. I'm like, okay.
Snowmen are coming down
So,
Gold Sphere and blue lozenge
I kept
lanes.
getting up like about every 2 hours. Like I would nod off to kind of a sleep, but then I'd jerk awake or whatever, and before my alarm would go off or anything, and I'd check the time and I'd check for a message, and I got
Snowmen are
nothing.
coming down Gold Sphere and blue
So I'd
lozenge
lay back
lanes.
down, same thing. I'd wake back up, you know, for notification to see if I have to work or not. And it just caused like an anxiety where I didn't sleep, you know, and I didn't get on Star Trek or anything. Well, I did actually. I got on at about maybe 4 to 5 o'clock this morning to do some Dyson-y stuff because I was checking to see if I had to come in or not, so I was awake.
Resistance is futile.
And I still didn't get any kind of like thing from him. I went back to bed.
It's fucking distracting.
At like about maybe 6 o'clock. Got up at 9 o'clock, checked, no notification or anything. So I was like, okay, I guess I'm going to have to go in because I don't know, you know. So then I lay back down, closed my eyes. Alarm clock's about to go off. I wake up. It's like 12 something. I'm like, okay, definitely they're going to have me come in or something. I checked the thing, and it says, don't worry about coming in. They were able to or whatever, so enjoy your day off. I'm like, okay. Well, I guess now I can actually sleep. So I laid down thinking, I'll take like an hour or so nap or whatever like that and actually wake up and do things, right? I woke up at 6 o'clock in the evening. I guess because I just didn't have a steady night's sleep. My body was like,
Oh, that is bull.
yeah, I mean, so it's like I got robbed of what I was going to do this day, even though it really didn't matter. I mean, because I suck anyway at doing shit. But,
Peace is good for business.
Peace is good for business. Let's see. We need to do Cramperi as Gary because he needs some more red presents. Cramperi has returned. So yeah, my whole day has been shot to hell. I got things that I need to do, but I don't want to do them. You know, like I need to get oil for my car and a oil filter and change my oil, but I don't want to have to go get the stuff. Because if you're off, you don't really want to go out and do things, you know. And I'm lazy, I guess. I need to get brakes for my car because apparently those are important, but I don't want to do it. Because I'm lazy. And technically, I can change the brakes on my car in the rear. But
Samu Wraith says, Scorp, that is why I just stick to my schedule. I don't volunteer, or do what ifs. I get myself on a routine unless I really need the money. I generally stick to that schedule.
Well, if you have plenty of people to cover a lot of that, it's one thing. But we only are like maybe 6 to 7, well, 6 people pretty much. And you know, if one person's down and you know, we can only have so much. But it wouldn't make any sense actually, tell the truth. I mean, there's like the manager, key holder, okay. The assistant,
Samu Wraith
key
says,
holder.
but still, dude, they shouldn't leave you hanging.
Yeah, they should give me an actual answer or whatever. Yeah. And that stuff's happened to me a lot, you know, where I constantly have to check so I never sleep. And then they're like, why are you so cranky when you're at work that day? You're like, because I didn't get any sleep because I was wanting to get an answer. Because usually if they don't answer, that means come in. And if they do answer, they'll tell you come in or, like, don't. But since it's a manager, assistant, another key holder, and myself as a key holder, where there's only 4 key holders for the building. And 1 cashier, well, 2 cashiers, actually. One of them only works 1 day a week. Gary, quit attacking. My God. He will not stop.
You have been naughty.
Need to get present. What the hell? Stay back from him. Damn it. Once he gets into like a rhythm, he just sticks with it. It's hilarious. But, and there's a dude that just does freight only.
Samu Wraith says, Gary, control thy anger, sir.
Right? He'll get stuck in it. You try to back him away. I need to turn off the auto hit so I manually can control him to hit things, but I don't think about it.
You have been naughty this year.
For some reason, Gary always gets to him first and has to be the one to take him out. Yeah, I'm going to turn off the auto thing so I can collect. Why does he have that on? That way I control Gary's attacking. Any red presents? Red? No? Okay. Need everybody to collect those, please. Yeah, get them out of the way so Gary can get him some himself. I mean, accolades really don't matter, so what's it matter anyway, but still.
You have been naughty this year.
Ooh, red present. Red present. Red present. Red present. Shit. Damn it.
You have been naughty this year. No.
1 minute remaining. Is barely gonna be shit. Somebody else needs to have the focus of the Crampiri. Which way's he gonna go? Okay. Why does Gary get there first? Nope. 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 Gonna back away. Let this happen. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You have been naughty this year.
He keeps going after the main guy. Funny. Ooh, red present. Red. Nope. Damn it. Probably not gonna give any more out. Yeah.
You have been naughty this year.
Boink. You know, since all of us like Star Trek, anybody ever watched Earth Final Conflict? It's another Gene Roddenberry series. I actually enjoyed that show.
The magnificent Crampiri may be gone for now, but he will return. His tenacity knows no bounds.
Romeo India Zulu says, no Andromeda neither.
Wondering how well everyone did?
Oh my gosh, dude. We gotta get you into watching some shit. I watched a little, you know, I never watched every episode of Andromeda, but I did watch a few episodes out of each season, so I can't tell you exactly what was going on in that show. I mean, I know that Kevin Sorbo was in it, and Michael Shank's wife is in that as the Andromeda avatar person of the ship or something like that, I think. Zone 7. Earth Final Conflict was like the Talon alien race made itself known to the Earth or whatever, and there's like an objective that they want to do to the Earth, and they have this force that's kind of opposed to them, and one of those people is like Daniel Boone, or no, no, not Daniel Boone. Damn it, Daniel Boone was a man. William Boone, and he's like works for the security to keep the Talons, you know, where people can't hurt them, but also at the same time he works for this underground force to try and make sure they don't do shit or whatever. It lasted a pretty, maybe like 4 or 5 seasons.
I'm sorry, Mo. Please forgive me.
The Talons. Do do do. Do 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 do. I'm not aware of any other Roddenberry stuff, really. Just mostly Star Trek. I mean, he had to have done some other stuff, right? I just don't pay attention, probably. I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention. Codes of conduct. Let me see if I can find. I've got the audio somewhere, but I'll make a find a YouTube video of one of the introductions to the Talons. Damn it, I thought that was going to be the intro. Okay.
Years ago they came, forever altering the future of humanity.
That wasn't the intro I thought it was going to be either.
The snowmen aren't taking too kindly to our building.
I thought I went to the third one. Let me see. Where's the one I'm looking for? Maybe that one?
Download. Altering the future of humanity. They came, forever altering the future of humanity. William Boone's life has been destroyed. A man caught between two worlds, assigned protector to the companions, undercover agent for the liberation. An alien-implanted cyber virus expands his mind, controlling a bioengineered weapon of unprecedented power. William Boone searches for the truth.
It gives me chills for some reason. Gotta finish it off with a hit to nobody. There. Feel the beat of the rhythm of the night. Ferengi. Now, if you start as a Ferengi, do you have a Ferengi storyline? Because, you know, like, if you start Federation, you get your Federation thing. If you start as Klingon, you get that. Jim Hadar. Its own little story arc. But I don't see one for... If there would be one for Ferengi or Cardassian. Of course, there's no Ferenginar, so I suppose that's a negative there. But at least we know what it would be like. It would be like, what would Brain Boy Tano do if he were here right now? I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. That's what Brain Boy Tano do. Ready to work. Boink. That should be a lot of syrup. Syrup.
I am Cornholio. I need tippy for my bunghole.
That should be enough
TP
ice
for
there's
his
no
bunghole. He is the great Cornholio. Well, I wonder why they call it a cornhole.
I am Cornholio. I need tippy for my bunghole.
Don't do this. Please, don't do this. Get up. Let's get up. Don't do it. Man, don't do it. No, don't do it. Think of your family. Think of your fans. Think of everybody. You got to kick them out.
Samu Wraith says, I still haven't grabbed anything besides the winter ship for the event score.
Did you see that?
That's all I've gotten. I haven't gotten that Breen stuff or anything. I mean, it should already be like available anyway, right? Like, I mean, we got enough ornaments and stuff to buy it, unless they do like they did that one year with the Breen suit. If there was like a limited time thing, you know, they put that in the Lobby store. So maybe it would be a good idea to buy it before it's gone, if it's the case. But you'd probably have to buy it for like every character if you want every character to have it unlocked, maybe? Or does it get unlocked if you buy it? Then you could always get it back,
one of our buildings.
I guess.
Samu Wraith says, I was thinking I'd get the Breen gear and the glowing melee weapons, but the thing is it's bound to character.
Is he actually from Gary's house, though?
Samu Wraith says, so if I want it I got to only get it for the character I want it on.
Okay.
Romeo India Zulu says, it's only for the tune who buys it. If you want it on a different tune, put ornaments in account bank. If you wait, you run the risk of having to pay 600 Lobby.
Ooh, yeah. So it's just like the Breen suit then. Because I remember when that was going on, all the characters, you'd have to get it individually for each one to have it like unlocked or something, right? So that means that Gary doesn't have access to the Breen costume. Well, he wouldn't use it anyway, but... Huh. Okay. Damn, that would have been a good idea to like have already like created a Breen or an alien that you're going to make a Breen character like way early on and bought that outfit but not put it on them yet, and then buy the set, and then actually, because that was my whole idea for like characters in this game eventually, is having one from kind of like every on-screen species, you know, aside from my like just creations or something, where they would have their weapon types. Like, you know, Gary, he's using Disruptor because Klingon, you know. Using Klingon shit because Klingon. Batlets and shit like that. And if I get a Ferengi, of course I'm going to get the Ferengi round-ass ship or whatever it is, you know. Ferengi stuff, whatever they would have on their weapon ship. And I was thinking the same thing for the Breen, which I do have the Breen ships. We got that that lobster ship or whatever it is, you know, the one that's got the big pincher-looking thing. But
Please
that's
stop
a
the
good
snow
damn
overlord
question.
before he freezes another
If
building.
I'm gonna do it, I better do it quickly, huh? Damn it! No, don't scrape the ice. Shit, Gary, damn you. Toasted oats and cheese puffs. It's about to hit, Gares. Better empty our inventory. Wow, GG, everybody, GG. I'm a piece of shit. Piece of shit person. I'm a piece of shit person.
You helped to defeat the snow overlord.
Fucking piece of shit. I'm a shitty type of person.
Thank you for your help. The villagers would like you to have this reward for saving our home.
Samuraith says, at Romeo and Diazul, guess I'll have to make sure whatever I want get it tomorrow.
I, Gary the Klingon, have defeated the snow overlord with my candy cane battleth. The battle was not long at all. With my, Gary the Klingon's leadership, the warriors managed to aid me to victory.
Samuraith says, Gary has won.
Gary's always winning. And then this Xavier person says, best run I've been in. Jesus, Gary, chill.
Samuraith says, yes, Gary the Klingon has led his troops to victory.
That's right. Gary does that shit. He makes sure. Gary's always making sure that his troops are well fought. And
Samuraith says, Jerry
hydrated.
beams with pride at his brother.
I'm gonna do that weapon in the air. The let's see, emote, the Taha or whatever it is. Tahach.
Samuraith
little
says,
dagger in the air.
So many wounds and Gary still wins.
That's why I like to carry around the little Terran dagger knife, because it reminds me of that, and I would think of Klingon. Thank you, and Thank you. Yes.
Yes, my next guest tonight is going to be a new comedian by the name of James Carey. He's an impressionist, and he makes funny faces.
Samu Wraith says, Gary the Klingon, your host of tonight's show.
That's right. Hey, if
Samu
Alf
Wraith
could do
says,
it,
LOL.
if Alf could do it that few times or whatever it was, Gary sure the hell can too. Damn it. You gotta think about it, right? If Klingons had talk shows, you know, that'd be funny.
And for my next guest, he raised from the house of Lofa. He is a warrior decorated 3 times over
Samu
by the
Wraith says,
Cardassian walls.
can you imagine a Klingon talk show? That'd be amazing. Samu
Kapla.
Wraith says, LOL.
They'd have blood
Samu
wine
Wraith
everywhere.
says, love it.
Blood wine everywhere, and then by the end of the show, everyone's drunk and passed out in there. Like a brothel, things happened.
We will be going over procedures for using a bat'leth correctly in battle.
There's no couches. It's only like hard chairs or whatever.
Samu Wraith says, for Gary's next guest Riz.
He'd have like somebody come on and
I brought you a gift. It is a Tog's head from the Tog of the North Mountain West Pass. It was a very hard battle.
like a story time on Gary's talk show or whatever. It wouldn't be like him sitting in a book. It'd be like some guest Klingon telling a story that lasts like 3 or 4 hours. And everybody's drinking blood wine.
Our next song today comes from a choir of the House of Lofa.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo and Azula, would you be a guest on Gary's show? Beaming _face _ with _smiling _eyes.
Gary's Tonight Show.
With guest Gary the Klingon himself.
With Kagan as his sidekick.
Kagan, what do you make of this?
Romeo and Azulu says, you have longer than a day to grab the stuff. I think the green suit wasn't put in the Lobby store the day after the event ended.
Yeah,
it took at least a few weeks.
Yeah,
but like I said, you run the risk. It's not a guarantee. Samu Wraith says, Gary Letterman.
Gary Letterman. So it's this here, the bring cryo shaper stuff, armor, personal shield, universal kit, frame, and thermal depletion pistol.
It's good for business.
And that's ground equipment, so there's probably space, right? Yeah, okay. Omnidirectional, this. Now, if you get, like, how many omnidirectionals can you have of that? Or even, like, beam? Maybe one of each? Boom, 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 boom. Cryoform infused. So I don't have any of that stuff, anyway. Damn, that'd be a good idea to get that shit. Inspector Chad. Yeah, because once it goes to Lobby, like you're right, it's gonna be like 200 to 600 Lobby or whatever for each one.
Samu Wraith says, just don't run it with the cutting beam, Scorp. I don't think you can equip any other Omni with it.
I love the cutting beam, though.
I have winter items for a bargain.
Ferengi, you will have my blade instead of a
Next time, Gadget. I promise I'll get you next time.
Destro is the mad. Oh, Gary needs to do his something real quick. I need him to get 600 health thingy, or 6,000. Why do I do that every
Romeo
time?
India Zulu says, 1 set, 1 crafted, kinetic.
Would, like, is science good for the cold stuff? Because is that like one of them control slash, what do you call them things? Exotics or something like that? Is that what the cold stuff is mostly? Is it sciencey stuff, or can anyone use it? I don't want to be like a Ryza where I give something to the wrong person and I can't trade it out with myself or something. Midnight and Magnolia.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo India Zulu Kasu Alsab said crafting Omnis was bugged. Has it been fixed?
Crafting Omnis was bugged?
We'll need to find their central computer.
Computer. Sounds like compute.
Enemy life signs ahead. Get ready with caution.
Shit, I'm gonna have to get something
numerous
Romeo India Zulu says, he said crafted Omnis aren't getting the mods on epic level. He didn't say you can't slot it.
Freaking Gary only got his candy cane bat with I forgot to change out the shit.
Samu Wraith says, okay.
Good thing he's always got his I'm gonna have to learn how to phlegm talk or something. I never have to change weapons. I've always got the little dagger.
Samu Wraith says, swear I want some Gary commands LOL.
When I was back on this morning,
proceed with caution.
I was on Deep Space Nine, like walking around there, whatever, going to the trader guy to see about the haggling thing or whatever. And I saw this one person on there just standing there, and I hunched Gary down, and I pulled out the little tiny dagger knife thing like this, and I slowly crept toward the guy a little bit, and he took off running, so I took off running after him. I ran in circles around that thing. I'm so stupid. Enemy targets on sensors. Shield healing.
Romeo India Zulu says, but I don't know if it's best used on a science character. I only have it on my side chick cause she is my breen with cold damage abilities anyways, so why not finish KFF the theme?
Okay, yeah, I got
Wraith
you.
says, LOL you chased him, he took your last bottle of blood wine.
That's right. And he kept running, and I finally stopped because I found somebody else to harass, but I get like that. Yeah, with the other cold damage stuff, yeah, that makes sense, see. That's why I thought science, since science has the cold stuff. A strange animal.
Samu Wraith says, I'd have not stopped Scorp haha.
Well, after 3 loops around the promenade.
Samu Wraith says, and played the battle theme.
So that makes me want to have like another character slot to create an alien. Because what would a Breen be like? What allegiance is that? It's the Dominion, right? So, because the last thing. Is there no Dominion other than Federation Klingon? I forget.
Samu Wraith says, that was like Ogie made one of his tunes look like a red devil chased everyone everywhere.
The little red devil. Shit. Too close. Shit. Too close.
Romeo India Zulu says, you can use Let It Go and Best Served Cold on any ship, but depending on the ship, determines what level manual you buy. Samu Wraith says, and if they stopped he teabagged the shit out of them, rolling _on_the_floor laughing.
Let's see, shield recharge, shield generator, fabricator, blah, 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 blah. Chop red. Make a shield thing. Aha, yes.
Samu Wraith says, does it have to be a Breen ship for Best Served Cold, Riz?
Well, I guess a Breen would have the same stuff, like engineer, science, and tactical, so I guess it really doesn't matter. I mean, I would just think, too, you know, like the science ability with all the cold stuff or whatever, the exotics and things, because cold would be an exotic thing.
Meat target on sensors down there. On sensors.
Enemy targets on the sensors. Everybody's coming to get me. Pickle juice, and then I found
Romeo
some
India
gum.
Zulu says, it's a science manual, it goes in a science slot. I only put it on my Breen ship because theme. I now have it on my Glen.
Ooh, the Glen? What do you call that? The Discovery ship thing. Ah, cannot transport. This sucks. Guess in the middle of the middle of a mission, can't do that. Gotcha. Gotcha, driver. Gotcha, driver. Gotcha, mini driver. Gotcha, mini driver.
Samu Wraith says, they're going to open a new Starbucks in town. Scorp can't wait for it to open. I'll be able to go to work with coffee. Hate being sleepy first 2 hours of work.
It always takes me like a few hours to wake up when I go to work. Then again, I don't really sleep too well anyway, but it's usually the first few hours of mine where I go to work. I'm kind of more groggy and not as lived up or live as most people want me to be. They're like, "What's wrong with you? You all right? You feel bad or anything?" I'm thinking I'm still asleep. I'm sorry, I don't have y'all's same thing. Or requires me a little bit of time to get going.
Listen there, Babs. Babs.
Don't you want a Gorn friend? I don't have any,
Samu Wraith says, you have people try to have conversations with you when you're first waking up. They say that what's wrong with you?
Well, let me tell you something, brother!
The time to fish has come. Find honor or a good death. Comply.
Aren't Eppos adorable?
Last night, whenever I got on here, I, got Gary the Klingon Honor Guard armor. So I'm going to go for the shield and some sort of thing, too, to see if that unlocks like a cape or something for him.
I think it does, I'm not sure.
I don't know either. But on the reputation side of things,
Samuraith says, at Romeo and Diazulu I definitely want that green armor.
this is how far he is in that. Got 4 more neuroprocessors to go and some more megamarks. And then I'm stuck with that there because I don't want to get. Appos, cuddly and little fuckable Eka. 1 day, 13 hours left. So here, this time tomorrow, it'll be just 13 hours left.
Samuraith says, and they're like, Scorp, why aren't you talking? He's like, I'm tired, let me be shit.
Yeah.
Shit.
Shit. Damn it, cat. Damn it. I've been sitting here trying to find myself.
Samuraith says, LOL.
Shit.
No, Kitty, this is not Pud Pad. No, Kitty, you bad kid. No, Kitty's not Pud Pad. Mom, Kitty's being a dildo.
So that brain guy right there is on the Federation side of stuff. Federation.
Samuraith says, we need damn it, Kyle.
Damn it, Kyle. I don't know if does one exist or did I just say that for no reason?
Samuraith says, I'd have to look.
Q is a genius.
Someone put on there, these damn Klingons and their stupid horn blow my damn ears out, LOL. I put, you will be silent against speaking negatively about my brethren. Yeah. Hooah. Maybe I can buy that stuff after I've calculated how much total of everything I've got.
Samuraith says, you will be silent, do not speak, I love my people, says Gary, the Klingon Waha.
And they were like, okay, but can I please kill this new guy doing Q's voice?
May I have your attention? Attention, please. You will be silent!
You will be silent. You will be silent.
Samuraith says, you will be silent.
Okay, Jay. I am
Samuraith says,
done for now.
in the presence of Gary.
In the presence of Gary the Klingon, you will be silent. You will shut up, Gary says. Today I went 3 hours, 39 minutes, and 35 seconds. That's a pretty good bit of while.
You just don't get it, do you? You don't.
It's no hassle. But all I'm saying, they're gonna get a. I'm just.
Don't you want an Epo friend?
Who's there? Look,
Samu
let me
Wraith
tell you a
says,
little story about a man named
LOL.
Even before you start, that was a preemptive shh. Just know I have a whole bag of shh with your name on it.
A whole bag of shit. Alright, I'm gonna end it right there.
Samu Wraith says, well, if you're hopping off brew, I'm going to go say hi to Judas.
Do it.
Samu Wraith says, you take care.
Alrighty. Everybody have a good evening, night, morning, and stuff. I'm gonna try. Okay, I'm gonna count down from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Night, Riz. And night, Sam.